walk you through. Why are you doing that?
I know how to fill it out.
Why are you doing that?
I know how to fill it. Am I right?
Yeah.
No, but
Why are you messing with me? I didn't do nothing. My name is Chris.
Chris, this isn't going to go the way that you want it. You're about to go in handcuffs over.
Why?
I'm telling you.
Body cams are a goldmine of moments. The outrageous, the horrifying, the devastating, you name it. There's a big chance officers and rescue authorities have captured them. So for today, we've selected some of the craziest body cam footage and arranged it into possibly the largest compilation you'll find on YouTube.
Hands off me. Get your hands off me.
Cool out. Hey, if you keep resisting,
Get your
with that.
Make sure you've subscribed to the channel and whipped up enough snacks to get you through, because we'll begin with the compelling case of when criminals thought they were smarter than the cops. Spoiler alert, they always get caught. If there's one suspect we would never expect to run away, it's one in a wheelchair. But as cops learn, you always need to expect the unexpected. This was March 7th, close to Little Rock Courthouse, and a police officer can be seen transporting suspect Joel Delgado around in a wheelchair. He starts with the simple trick of having lost his shoe, and by some miracle, actually manages to get a head start on the cop.
What'd you say, OJ? Hey, you see a shoe back there? Where is it? Oh. Oh, I'm gonna catch you, baby. I'm finna shoot your ass. I ain't got my radio. Hey, can you call the police for me? Call the police for me. Hey, call the police. Call the police. Which way it go?
The police officer immediately starts to chase after the suspect, but as it turns out, he didn't seem to need the wheelchair at all, since he had no trouble running into town at lightning speed. The cop asked a civilian to call for backup, but the suspect had just enough of the element of surprise to make an unexpected getaway.
Hey, which way it go? This way? God damn. Hey, bro. Which way you go? Nah, which way you go?
went straight through the alley and cut that way.
What's your phone? My damn radio came out.
Bystanders try in vain to direct the officer into the direction that the suspect was fleeing. But to be honest, everything happened in such a blur that no one was able to find a positive lead on which way he went. The suspect took their confusion as his chance to weave his way further into the winding streets of the city. But even though he made a good effort, he would soon learn that no criminal is ever better off for running from the cops.
The wheelchair dude got up and ran. Yeah. I couldn't catch his ass, and my radio was in the mother. I had my camera on though. The wheelchair dude. I couldn't catch him. Hell, Tim's had pulled off. Yeah. I can't even remember his name. He on the road. All right, which way you go?
Keep straight to the right. In front of the building. You right, dog? Now, one of the inmates that took out running, I tried to help Lord then.
Yeah.
The clock to find this missing suspect was now ticking, and even though this is a very serious situation, the cop can't help but laugh at the absurdity of the entire situation. The last thing we'd expect from a wheelchair-bound person is for them to take off running at breakneck speeds in an instant, but this is probably exactly what the suspect was counting on to make his great escape.
Nah, he gone. There was nothing wrong with it.
He had a brake out, you couldn't catch him that day?
He didn't have none of that on when he ran.
No, he took it off and was gone.
Yes. The feds.
We can't go that way anyway.
Drop the feds off. Or stay locked up.
The dude.
What's up? You can't go that way. I couldn't catch that dude. He jumped the rail. It's on my camera, bro.
The officers then proceed to drive around while searching for the suspect, recounting this bizarre story. But rest assured, this will not be a win for the daring suspect. Despite making this dramatic escape, the suspect was apprehended that very same day, proving that you can't run or hide from the cops, no matter how hard you try. This suspect is yet another story of cops prevailing over fleeing crooks, and it's definitely one of the most interesting police chases we've seen in quite some time. The suspect was charged with possession of a firearm by certain persons, obstructing justice and arrest, possession of instruments of a crime, theft of services, failure to appear, residential burglary, and a felony warrant.
Stop in the back of the car. Stop.
I did everything! I did everything! I'm on probation, Mom!
Go to your car. Go to your car and leave.
It was August 22nd, and a Florida officer was about to make what would be one of the most infuriating traffic stops of his life. After spotting a sedan swerving across lanes, he promptly investigates. Upon arrival and checking her license and registration, something already seems fishy with this young lady. Little did this cop know that he'd be getting a 2-for-1 special on Karens that day. Gear up for this final Karen, the Super Karen, if you will.
All right, Miss Alexa. Do me a favor. Step out of the car for me. All right, here's the deal. Pulled you over for a lane violation, right all over the place, okay? Tripping over my alcohol present in the vehicle as I'm speaking to you, okay? From your breath as I talk to you, okay? For use of standardized field sobriety tests, I want you to show me you're able to operate a motor vehicle without impairment. Do you understand?
I did it right now. What if I got a ride?
No. You can't call a ride. We're not calling an Uber, we're not doing anything. You're driving your car. I want to make sure that you're able to get in your car, drive home.
What if I got a ride home?
No. We're not leaving your car here. You're in your vehicle.
Why?
And I have to make sure you're safe enough to drive in your current condition. Okay? Because you were driving when I made contact with you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if
This Karen tried what she thought was a very clever trick to get the cops off her case, but this didn't even come close to being successful. The cop immediately noticed the danger of the young woman. She was clearly intoxicated and out driving on the road, and despite her pleas to have someone come get her, she was now being investigated for driving under the influence, which is a very serious offense.
Are you diabetic? Do you take insulin?
Can I ask why?
Because you're an adult and you're driving a car, and this isn't phone a friend. This isn't a call for a ride.
I'm not calling her for a ride. I'm just
right
in
now,
the car to like tell her like they like.
I'm conducting a DUI investigation, and I want to make sure that you're safe to drive home. And I don't need your mom here. And you're an adult, okay? But that is not an option right now.
But I say I'm 20 years old though, and it still matters.
Okay. We're not calling anybody.
This Karen believed that despite the fact that she was a 20-year-old adult, she could still call her mom to get her out of trouble. Well, this was definitely a rude awakening into the real world for this out-of-touch Karen. She was now an adult and would be treated like one in every circumstance. As expected, she does not take this well. Yikes! Eventually, someone in the background does phone her mom.
It's not safe.
That's a thing in your line though.
Well,
Y'all will get anyone at anything. Y'all will get anyone for any little thing they on. Y'all get them for that. So let's go on the street then. I don't care about
We could use an imaginary line right here as well. You okay with that?
Well, we could, actually we can do imaginary line because then you're not gonna, no, we can't do that.
I'm gonna have you stand where you were.
No, we can't do that. It's not like, it's under like, don't, and one little step off, you're gonna be like, oh.
Okay. Would you like to move on?
A normal line.
Okay, we're not gonna.
I'm like,
I hope we're not at an impasse here. We have a solid yellow line right there. It's not so straight. It's about the width that we need. Okay? Or we can use an imaginary line right
it's
here.
not the same as that. It's not the same as that line though on the street though.
Who would have thought that a simple walk and turn test could be so immensely difficult? To be honest, this woman makes everything look hard, and she's not giving the cop an easy time at all. We'll bet that this is probably one of the most frustrating sobriety tests this cop has ever had to perform. She's definitely putting on a good show for us to watch though.
Why do you film it?
We film everything.
So 9 here, 9 back?
Yes, ma'am. Do you have any questions?
Hey, but I think we should do this on the normal line because
I offered you an imaginary line, yellow line over there, yellow line over here.
She gets twisted with cops, so if she gets twisted with like anything, if you step off a little tiny bit of the line, it's twisted. So
It's about the width of your foot, okay? And there's a difference between stepping off and stepping a little to the side, okay? So it's about the width of your foot, all right? So when you were ready to begin, go right
so
ahead.
it's heel to toe, right? Heel to toe, right?
Yep. Just outside demonstrate.
So this is my first one, right?
Your first step is with your left foot.
Seven, 8, 9, right?
Eventually, she stops arguing and agrees to perform the test, which she does not do too well in. This doesn't come as a big surprise, though, since it was visible from the moment that this Karen opened her mouth that she was under the influence. And it definitely seemed that she was a bit more than tipsy. Driving under the influence is not something the cops take lightly, and the woman clearly does not quite understand how much trouble she's in.
Eyes closed the entire time.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Left. Right. And left.
Done.
Yep, you're all done. Okay. You are going to be placed under arrest for DUI. Place your hands behind your back.
No, I'm not.
Do not resist me, okay? Place your hands behind your back.
Why do all different? Mom.
Going away, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Put your hands together. She did. Other charge. You're getting resisted. Stay back! Stay back! I'm not calling you either. Stay back! She's getting charged with it.
I did everything.
Calling for your mom's help when being arrested is a very grown-up thing to do, and this Karen has clearly proven that she's not mature enough to deal with the consequences of her actions. Putting up this much of a fight with the cops is just asking to get extra charges against your name. But this piece of knowledge seems to elude the woman. It's always amusing when entitled Karens don't get their way, and this is definitely one of the more intense Karen arrests we've seen in a while.
Let's check her cuffs.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I think you undid your cuffs. Step out.
No, I didn't.
Turn that way then.
Why does it matter?
Because I'm checking your handcuffs now. Turn that way.
The Karen is surprisingly sneaky, and the cops notice that she's wriggled out of her handcuffs. We don't know if she was planning an escape or not, but either way, her plans were thwarted, and the attention shifts to none other than the suspect's mother, who seems to be the one who taught her daughter the Karen ways.
I passed everything. I passed everything. I passed everything. So I passed. No, why? But I passed. So why can't I talk to my mom? Let me talk to her for 1 second. Let me talk to her then. Let me talk to her.
Have a seat.
Yo! Get out of my car, please, Mom!
Get in the car.
Please, Mom!
Get in the
Open
car.
my fucking door, please!
I'll send you the tow sheet, all right? She reeks of alcohol.
Why would I go to Fields Right? Because I'm going to tell you right now she did. He's a They just strong-armed her, and you witnessed it all, and you've seen it.
Yes, because she resisted.
No, she did not resist.
right.
She just said no. And then all she said is, let me talk about it.
Resisting-
That's why he just
hold on.
checked her.
Do you want to listen or do you want to keep talking?
Too tight. That's why he checked her.
Resisting is pulling, pushing, anything
That's
active
extra
like
charge
that.
for you guys to get.
She had active resistance against him.
No, he
all right?
didn't. Come on.
Yes,
The mother continues to argue with the cops, putting up quite a scene herself. We're not sure if the mother thought that this ridiculous behavior would in any way help her daughter's case, because it was clearly doing the complete opposite. Thanks to the nifty body cameras of the cops, though, we don't miss a second of this drama.
I watched him.
Yeah, and she
It's
wasn't
my
wearing
kid.
the
I
camera.
watched it.
Okay.
He strong-armed the out of her. He's 500 pounds to her 90 pounds. He threw her up against the back, did all the to her. I watched it.
All right.
And you stood there and witnessed it too.
Yeah, I helped him take her
Yeah.
into custody.
You know.
The night ends with more meaningless and erratic protests from the mother, but it's clear that the young woman was headed right to jail. Luckily for the mother, she didn't get herself arrested as well, but her vehement protests definitely didn't gain any sympathy. This police investigation is one of the most eventful of the night. The woman was charged with DUI, possession of alcohol under the legal age, refusal to submit to testing, and resisting arrest. All no contest. The police force doesn't take days off, and very often, big holidays and events are some of the most difficult things to deal with. Unfortunately for these cops, they were about to have their hands more than full with this next Karen. This woman was driving in her neighborhood during a turkey trot when she was running stop signs and got herself pulled over. But we're pretty sure nothing could have prepared the cops for what they were about to face.
Shut the car off, man. Shut the car off.
It's freaking Thanksgiving. I just got a divorce. My daughter's not with me.
Can you step out the car, please?
What in the is this? I'm trying to get home.
Step out the car, please, man.
Yes, sir. What? No. No. What are you doing? Are you kidding me?
Somebody come get your car for you?
No, I don't have anybody. You guys, please don't. I just got a divorce. I'm trying to move. Please don't do this. What are you doing? I'm just trying to go to the gas station. How come she's allowed out?
Right from the get-go, we can see that this is an extreme Karen, and while the cops are also probably dreading this encounter, they have no choice but to continue with the arrest. The desperate sob stories about her divorce don't sway the cops, and afterward, she doesn't have much else left to turn to, so she does what any sensible Karen would do: scream. So prepare yourself for a lot of screaming.
You're arresting me for... You can run! Please let me out! Please let me out! I live in a $3 million house right down the street, and you won't let me out my neighborhood!
Let me get your pepper spray. If you do that, you got
I mean, I f***ing turd!
I'm going to pepper spray.
Dude, I live in a $3 million house down the street. Can you write me up?
Hear me this.
My daughter, I'm gonna lose my daughter today.
Listen to me carefully.
Look at this.
If you kick the window.
That's my head. I didn't kick the window.
Whatever you do, you bang your head in the window. If you don't sit here properly, I'm going to.
How long are we doing this for?
And more.
How long has this been for?
Until I'm done doing what I need to do, ma'am. All right? I'll come talk to you in a second.
Look, I'm sorry.
Why does she think it's important for the cops to know that she lives in a multi-million-dollar house? It doesn't take the cops long at all to get rough with this unruly Karen. After she kicks the inside of the car and screams at the officers, they really don't have any other choice than to pepper spray her. You'd think that getting pepper sprayed right in the face would get anyone to sit back down and shut the heck up, but this only triggers her inner Karen rage even more. Yikes!
You just don't bang your head in the window. Don't kick anything. I need you to sit here. You're in handcuffs. You're arrested. All right? I can't change that. It is
For
what it is.
what?
You're fleeing and eluding. It is what it is. If you continue to do that, I'm telling you.
My life!
You're gonna...
You don't get what I just went through. Like at all. I just want to go home. You don't get it. I went through a 3-year divorce. The took all my money. I'm fighting for my kid back.
Blaming the cops for ruining your entire life because you were breaking the law is a bit extreme though, but we guess there's nothing you can't put past a Karen that's this angry. Do you think this woman deserved to be pepper sprayed and get the rough treatment she got? Honestly, she's the one who made things more difficult for herself.
I hope you're ready, because I'm coming after you guys in court. This will be on all of the social media, you losers. Will you please loosen my left one? My arm is going to fall off. No finger, unless you have tiny midget fingers. They don't fit in here. I cannot wait to expose.
All right,
what...
I'm going to transfer you into a different car. All right, come on.
I can't see. You're going to have to get me out over on this side.
All right, well, I'll get you over on the other side. We'll carry you. Come on.
Hang on 1 second. Wait a minute. Wait. Hey, look.
You know I'm a Snell Isle resident?
Yes, you're embarrassing yourself. Stop.
No, I'm not embarrassing myself. I'm a mom on Snell Isle, and you guys arrested me, pepper sprayed me 3 times.
The indignant Karen felt extremely victimized by the cops' actions, and she apparently believes that being a Snow Isle mom gave her immunity from being arrested and pepper sprayed. Well, this Karen definitely learned a big lesson that no one is above the law, and if you mess with the police, you will surely get into a lot of trouble. The spectacle doesn't end there, though, as her Karen antics continue.
Well, make sure you let everybody in court know that at the end of the day, we were actually trying to help you. And I would like to see you come back from this and turn your life around.
My life is around. You guys just my day.
We didn't.
My day. My day.
From
my day. Look at my arrest records. How do I need to come back from this? I have no arrest records. I have a clean record.
Right, but
yeah, so quit with this. It's nice you're relatable, but unless you're gonna unlock me, let me out of the car, I don't really feel the need for this conversation.
Sometimes there's accountability for your actions, right?
Yes, I'm accountable for being angry and not driving properly. Okay? I didn't put anybody in danger.
After she threatened to sue the cops weren't very bothered since they know that the Karen doesn't have a leg to stand on. I admire the female cop who started a real, genuine conversation with her about the situation. But it's too bad that the Karen wasn't willing to have it. It seems that some people really are beyond help.
Sorry about that.
Why? You think I'm supposed to be quiet and not put down the St. Pete Police Department all over social media after this? This is what I do. That is a power that I have made with social media. I have an opinion and a voice. Okay. Yeah?
It's true that everyone has a voice and a right to an opinion, but if you're as obnoxious and pushy as this woman, you quickly lose credibility. Anyone who comes across this footage will agree that this Karen is more than just a bit unhinged, and it would be hard to sympathize with her.
And what am I, some black, kid on a bike who's in the wrong neighborhood? And you guys beat me down with all this pepper spray? Because that's what you guys do. You guys are, yeah. You're treating me like one of those kids on a bike that drove up from yeah.
Well, now you're being ignorant.
No, I'm really not.
Yeah, no, that's ridiculous.
No, you're definitely treating me like a colored person. Yep. Yep, you're treating me not like a white woman, that's for damn sure.
As if she'd not already put up enough of a scene, he decides to cross a very big line, playing the race card to try and get her out of trouble. What Karen got instead was pepper spray to the face more than once, and a nice list of felony charges that will definitely cause her as much inconvenience as she calls the cops. Well, almost as much. This hilarious and intense footage shows that not even the rich Karens can escape the law. This woman was charged with 2 felony counts of fleeing and 1 count of resisting arrest. This time, let me introduce you to a Darren. Yes, meet this young man, Emmanuel, who's as cool as a cucumber when facing unwanted visitors on his property. Or should we say, on his mama's property. Emmanuel is a 19-year-old guy who has a whole future ahead of him, but right now, he's stuck at home with a heartbreak, and apparently, his ex-girlfriend's phone as his hostage. Take a deep breath, officer. This is gonna be a long, long conversation.
Okay.
You took it from my house.
Okay.
Stole it, and then want to sit here and cause problems. You want to call the police like somebody did something to him, and he's the problem.
Okay. Can you talk to my partner over there? What's going on, brother? What's up, man? What's the problem?
I don't got no problem. I want them to get off my property. They don't got nothing that belongs to them. They can't prove to y'all they got nothing that belongs to them. And my mama already said she wants y'all off her property. She wants everybody off her property. Okay. They came up 2 cars deep. Y'all doing all that hot talking about they got doing all this. Man, I just want them to get off my property. I just want everybody to step off my property.
Okay, let me ask you this question. She's claiming that you have her phone.
No, I don't.
Okay, so the phone that you call is your phone, and if she has proof that she called.
So how's she gonna prove it? How's she gonna prove her phone in my house? Huh? You got a search warrant?
The girl's really mad, and we can see why. She's had enough of this guy's behavior, and now the police officers will have to play it cool if they want this negotiation to have a happy ending. Brace yourselves. The officers will need to be very diplomatic, and this is just the beginning of the show. Emmanuel is a tough cookie, but so are his ex, Tiana, and her sister. Check this out.
I don't know why. I just want my stuff so I can leave. I didn't have to come. I didn't want to.
Who is he to you?
He's my. We were literally just together. We broke up today because I'm done. I can't keep dealing with him putting his hands on me. And every time we break up, he comes back here and his mama enables me. His mama just texted me. This is not her first time texting me, but she texted me and she tried to threaten me, talking about getting me kicked out of my place because I kicked him out. Because he won't stop putting his hands on me.
Okay.
And I'm not dealing with that. I'm not, because I'm too grown for that. To have a little ass boy put his hands on me. He has my phone. It has a picture of me on it with a black tie-up shirt, and I have on curly hair, and I have on jeans. He has my phone, and I can show you the text messages right now where my sister has it in her phone that he was texting me off my phone. So if he's going to lie, he literally texted me in the phone and said, come get your phone.
Tiana's anger's off the charts, but she makes a strong case here, don't you think? The whole thing looks pretty obvious. The 19-year-old's apparently got her phone, but the officer's negotiating skills aren't on the girl's side, and what should be just a breakup discussion escalates to unimaginable heights. Time to grab the popcorn, because this drama's gonna unfold faster than a Netflix series.
If he's got your phone and he doesn't got your phone, I don't know. But I can't make him give the phone back if it's not.
Yes, you can. It's in my name. It's not his. You can't tell me you can't get my back. I want you to call your supervisor.
I want you to
call your supervisor. When you hear that, you have to call your supervisor, and I know that. Call your supervisor. I don't want to hear that. I want my and I want to go home. Get my Calm down. I'm ready to go home. I want my He has her phone. If you call it, I just told you. Please, calm down. If you call her phone, I understand. If you call her phone right now and tell him to step right through that front door, it's right by that front door.
This girl must have been first in her debate team. She not only makes a good case, but also stands by her arguments fantastically. But the more Tiana's arguments work in her favor, the less the officer in charge is able to help. Hey, wake up, Officer Perez. I think you need to step up for your colleague, Mr. Glass, over there. He's gonna need some help to handle these guys.
Step over there. Get over my property. This is my property.
Nah, I ain't know that.
Go back inside, man.
Hey, I want to tell him to get off my property. Okay, but you're walking up on me on my property. Don't walk up on me like that.
I'm trying to.
But you're walking up on me.
Step inside, man.
Just tell him to get off my property so I can go to sleep.
We'll get back. We will deal with it.
If you don't want to do your job, class, then leave. Leave and no, I don't want to talk to you no more. Period. Because you don't give a that you came here. I will talk to Mr. Perez and that's it.
Well, as the sole representative of the Darren's Club, it looks like this young man knows his rights and how to stand by them. See how he defends his ground against the trespassers? His mom must be proud. However, Tiana and her girls won't cut him any slack. On the contrary, they seem to be just getting warmed up. All right, Emmanuel, get ready for your counter-argument.
Okay. No, because in a minute I'm gonna go get my weapon and he's gonna get off my property. He's gonna get off my property because he's not finna talk to me like that. You're not finna talk to me like that on my property. No. They can. I don't give a not civil servants. They don't serve this community. Don't talk to me like that on my property. You want to talk to me like that? Come across the street, sir.
Relax. Can you just go back inside for me?
Whoa, slow your roll there. We said counter-argument, man, not get ready for war. The young man fails miserably when he tries to argue in his favor. And as any guy who can't make a point because he knows how wrong he is, the 19-year-old Emmanuel appeals to a more, let's say, desperate measure.
Hey, you see that police officer? Hey, Perez! 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 I ain't finna be shit, but I'm finna die today. I'm finna die too. Shut up, move. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Yeah, bro, what? What, Perez? Come on, Perez. Hey, Perez! Come on! Get shot! Come get shot!
Have a seat.
I got a gun for you right now.
All right, step over there.
Exactly. And that's how you know you've been beating her.
Hey, step over there. Step over there.
How you gonna abuse her in front of my daughter?
Step over there. Step
And
over
then you
there.
won't give her her
Hey, do me a favor.
You don't got
Do
her
me a favor. Hey, hey.
calling off his.
I got other units coming. I got my supervisor coming. Just do me.
That's him calling you.
Don't answer that. Just do me a favor. Hey, I have a supervisor coming. Okay.
Listen, let me say something. Listen, Mr. Perez, I don't have no problem. I'm not trying to be hostile. I'm sorry. I've just been dealing with this for 4 months, and I'm finally done.
The girls stand by while Emmanuel puts on his show to the officers, and he gets bigger and braver when his mama arrives. You go, dude. Show him who's the mama's boy. Don't get us wrong, it's completely understandable to be furious when people cross the line and invade your privacy, or in this case, his property. But what would Emmanuel, the tough guy, say about keeping his girlfriend on the brink of a meltdown like that?
Touch me then. Touch me. Touch me.
Leave it alone.
You.
Hey, chill.
I'll spit in your face. Don't touch me.
Don't touch me. Stop touching me. Stop touching me. Stop touching me. Stop touching me.
Stop there. Relax.
Stop touching me.
Relax.
Don't tell them stop touching me.
Relax.
Go give her the phone.
Go give her the phone.
Stop touching me. Stop touching me. Stop touching me.
I'm trying to help you. Give her the phone. That's it.
Fuck, man. Why are you making this so much more difficult?
Hey, you guys give her the phone.
This is what they do. It's a toxic relationship.
Okay.
They both got mental issues. But I don't want this in my house.
Yeah. Hey, give her the phone and let's go.
If they want to have a toxic relationship, that's them. They could beat each other to death. I don't give a damn.
Don't touch me, bro.
Okay, now he threw out the get off my property speech and just went bananas. Half body inside the girl's car? Come on, just chill, bro, and face the consequences of being a terrible boyfriend. The girl doesn't want anything to do with him anymore, and taking her phone from her was the very immature way he found to get her attention.
Just give me my phone, bro.
No, bro. No, bro. No, bro. No, bro. No, bro. I don't give a f. You gonna take me to jail? Take me to jail then.
For what?
Take me to jail for the phone.
I'm not gonna take
me
you
to
to
jail,
phone, man. We ain't gonna take you to
Take me to jail. No, bro, because it's crazy. I didn't do shit. I didn't do shit. No, I'm not. I'm not. You want to kick me out your life for what?
Because I'm tired of you putting your hands on me, and I said that already.
This tough guy's ready to face jail for standing up for his right to be mad. What? No. Well, he should know that words have meaning and that actions, especially violent ones, have consequences. And facing the cops like that doesn't sound reasonable, does it, Emmanuel?
So will you just go inside, please? If he's not gonna, if you don't mind going inside, please.
I'm not giving y'all shit. I have a conversation with Tiana, and that's on my mother, and I'm gonna stand my right here and move me.
Look.
Now tell me what crime I just broke.
Hey, look.
No. No, I'm not talking no more. I'm done talking.
You say you want to talk to me?
Shoot me, arrest me, do something. I'm not doing shit until I can have a conversation with you. No.
You know when you're watching a movie and there's that strange feeling of calm in the middle of a tornado? And you might think, okay, it's almost done. The worst is almost over. But then you realize that things are about to hit the fan. Yep, this is one of those moments. So brace yourself for, let's say, perplexing shift of gears in this case.
Just so you know, I come up on TV talking about something. He tells everybody he's gonna, right when I walk up, he's gonna go inside and get a gun and shoot everybody.
Yeah, but I didn't say what kind of gun. I didn't say nothing.
It doesn't matter. Enough. Knock it off, man. We're done.
We're done. I told y'all to leave me alone.
You had your chance and that's it.
I said leave me alone.
Fucking back right now. Hands behind your back. I got your back. Hands behind your back. No, that could have been done a lot easier.
I can't get on my leg. I need an ambulance.
You're not getting an ambulance.
No.
Like a man, boy. Get up like a man.
Mom! I'm not doing that. What did I do?
What's that?
Y'all just want to make a point. That's it.
Oh my God, what just happened? Well, he went from hero to zero in his own mind, of course, the minute he called for mommy. Meanwhile, Tiana and her girls give that first cop another chance as they hear him explaining how to proceed in case they want to file a report and all that.
Bro, let me go, bro. Let me go, bro. You gonna have to kill me, bro. I swear to God, bro. I swear to God, bro. I swear to God, bro. I'm not doing this shit. I'm not doing this shit. No.
Sit down. Sit down. Yeah. I'm not gonna keep telling you, man. Sit down. Pull off.
He just getting my hand. Oh, Ma, please. Ma, please. Ma, I swear to God, Ma. I've been arrested so many times.
Seriously, this is a hot Labor Day weekend, and this guy is freaking out on the ground in front of his ex-girlfriend, the police, the neighbors, and his mom. Oh, and YouTube, of course. And all that because he simply refuses to let go of the fact that Miss T has had enough of his abusive ways.
Stand up.
Stand up.
I can't. Oh, my God.
Stand up and we'll get you in the van. In a cooler spot than the street. But you gotta help us help you.
Take this far over here.
Acting like this is baloney.
Cause I have
You're a goddamn go. Get up
I
in
have
the
a
thing.
fucking job. I have a fucking everything.
So act like it.
I didn't do nothing.
Stand up.
I'm not a threat to nobody. I'm not a threat to nobody. I'm not a threat to nobody.
Stand up.
Now he remembers he has a job and school and a whole life ahead of him? Now? Okay, he might have come to his senses now. It's never too late to do that. And as he said, this is something that happened before, which makes you wonder how troubled an individual might be to get themselves into situations like these repeatedly.
All right, do you understand that you need to stay exactly the way you are? Stay exactly the way you are. Stay exactly the way you are.
Y'all been arrest me for nothing. I have a job. I go to school. I have a whole life. Nothing. To prove a point.
It's not to prove a point.
It is. It is. I just said one dumb thing. I said one dumb thing on my property. I could have been talking about anything. I just want to go to work. I just want to go to work.
Lift up this leg a bit for me, okay?
I just want to go to work. Please just let me go to work.
After giving the cops and his ex-girlfriend a hard time, the police finally managed to take him to jail. It's not the finest place for a young man to cool off, but hopefully, after this experience, Emmanuel will be able to think things through. But for now, he's been charged with resisting an officer without violence, aggravated assault, and battery on a law enforcement officer. For these officers, when they came across a vehicle that had been listed as stolen, instead of pulling over like a good law-abiding citizen, the suspect decided to flee, leading to disastrous consequences. Not only did he ram into a fire hydrant and hit other cars, but some police cars were hit also. Thankfully, the fire hydrant was the one that brought the car to a final stop. Even then, the suspect tried in vain to evade capture.
Get on the ground, please. Get on the ground.
Come on.
Slow down.
166, we got him to tank.
I gotta go secure my car.
All right, I got him. Yeah, we're good. Got any guns on you, bro?
No.
Okay. You okay?
I just got shot, man.
Huh?
I just got shot.
Okay. You just got shot? Where?
My hand and my leg.
Oh, with the cast?
Yeah.
Okay. How you feel after the car accident, bud? It hurts? Okay.
The short police chase ended up like most do, with the suspect forcibly pinned to the ground and placed in handcuffs. The suspect was quick to complain about pain, but we're not so convinced. In our opinion, if you evade the cops, you pretty much lose the right to gentle treatment. This criminal definitely started regretting his poor decisions quickly when he realized he'd gotten himself into some serious trouble.
What am I getting charged with?
Possession of stolen vehicle, eluding.
Can I go pee?
You gotta pee, go pee. Go, do whatever you gotta do, man. Jesus.
What else?
We'll see. A lot of felonies, don't worry. Why? Because you made dumb decisions?
Hold up.
Hey.
Hold up. I still need to pee.
Well,
Dude,
what's your name?
Yourself do it.
Jose.
Jose what?
It's okay, just walk.
You're under arrest.
I don't need to go to the doctor.
Upon being escorted back to the police vehicle, the suspect tried one of the oldest tricks in the book, stating that he urgently needed to go to the hospital. Thankfully for him, eventually the cops do comply with his request, but his short visit to the hospital doesn't spare him any of the charges he's about to face.
What's his name? I know you.
No.
What's that?
You don't know me.
Yeah, we met before.
Where?
Man, I searched that house once for you. Oh, COVID's over, dude. Yeah. Good? I should have done that. Where's your... Can you pull it up?
Yeah, it's in.
There you go? Okay. Can't have you out my wiener, huh? Good? All right, listen. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law.
Why'd you guys pull up on me?
Hold on, let me read my part first.
In a strange turn of events, one of the cops actually recognizes the suspect, seemingly sealing his fate as a longtime criminal who simply took too many risks that day. Like many criminals in this situation, the suspect seems hell-bent on arguing and interrupting the officer, which is definitely hurting his cause more than it's helping.
Yeah, I want to know what's going on.
Okay. Well, you're in a stolen car. We tried to stop you, and then you just went all crazy and rammed me and rammed my partners and all that stuff. And then you bailed. Why'd you do that? You got scared? What are you scared of? Okay. Why are you scared of going to jail? Okay, but you think that's okay to put my life in jeopardy, and my partner's life in jeopardy, and your life in jeopardy? It's a stolen car. Ain't it worth it? Why did you do that? How hard is it to just stop?
Would I went to jail?
Huh?
Would I went to jail still?
Probably, but for being in possession of a stolen vehicle, big deal. Right? Then you decide to ram us and do all this other stuff and put other people's lives in jeopardy? Why? What's going on?
Because I need to get my stitches out right now.
Oh, stitches?
I have stitches in my hand.
This stupid criminal was definitely in over his head, and it's right about here where he realizes that he got himself in a lot more trouble than was necessary. He claims he had no idea the car was stolen, and if this was true, he would have walked away much more easily, as opposed to now facing a string of very serious charges. Putting the lives of innocent civilians and officers in danger is not something the cops take lightly, and this criminal definitely had what's coming to him.
You don't want to talk to me? Everything's recorded nowadays. You're always going to be audio and visually recorded. I just want to see if you're going to be an adult about this and be honest. Because look at here's the deal, dude, is you could have killed somebody. So do you think you made a good choice today or bad choice? Huh? Okay, is there a gun in that car that I'm going to find? Jose, listen to me.
Why would you find a gun?
Well, because when people do bad things, sometimes it's because they have weapons or they have something they don't want to get caught with.
Regardless of the trouble he's facing, we must give this criminal one thing, and it's that he's not a snitch. Even despite constant questioning by the cops, he refuses to give out any information about the gang he's running with. Ultimately, sacrificing some of the big fish could have significantly benefited this criminal in his upcoming legal battle, but he apparently deemed this secret information worth going to jail for.
Lean up a little bit. What's your phone? There you go. Fall right down in there. There you go. Watch your leg. Watch your leg. Watch your leg. I got you, man. Jeez.
The police force doesn't take days off, and very often, big holidays and events are some of the most difficult things to deal with. Unfortunately for these cops, they were about to have their hands more than full with this next Karen. This woman was driving in her neighborhood during a turkey trot when she was running stop signs and got herself pulled over, but we're pretty sure nothing could have prepared the cops for what they were about to face.
Shut the car off, man. Shut the car off.
It's freaking Thanksgiving. I just got a divorce. My daughter's not with me.
Can you step out the car, please?
What in the is this? I'm trying to get home.
Step out the car, please, man.
Yes, sir. What? No. What are you doing? Are you kidding me?
Somebody come get your car for you?
No, I don't have anybody. You guys, please don't. I just got a divorce. I'm trying to move. Please don't do this. What are you doing? I'm just trying to go to the gas station. How come she's allowed out?
Right from the get-go, we can see that this is an extreme Karen, and while the cops are also probably dreading this encounter, they have no choice but to continue with the arrest. The desperate sob stories about her divorce don't sway the cops, and afterward, she doesn't have much else left to turn to, so she does what any sensible Karen would do: scream. So prepare yourself for a lot of screaming.
You're arresting me for... You can run! Please let me out! Please let me out! I live in a $3 million house right down the street, and you won't let me out my neighborhood!
Let me get your pepper spray. If you do that, you got
I mean, I f***ing turned!
I'm going to pepper spray.
Dude, I live in a $3 million house down the street. Can you write me up?
Hear me this.
My daughter, I'm gonna lose my daughter today.
Listen to me carefully.
Look at this.
You kick the window.
That's my head. I didn't kick the window.
Whatever you do, you bang your head in the window, but if you don't sit here properly, I'm going to...
How long are we doing this for?
You've been warned.
How long has this been for?
Until I'm done doing what I need to do, ma'am, all right? I'll come talk to you in a second.
Look, I'm sorry.
Why does she think it's important for the cops to know that she lives in a multi-million-dollar house? It doesn't take the cops long at all to get rough with this unruly Karen. After she kicks the inside of the car and screams at the officers, they really don't have any other choice than to pepper spray her. You'd think that getting pepper sprayed right in the face would get anyone to sit back down and shut the heck up, but this only triggers her inner Karen rage even more. Yikes!
Just don't bang your head in the window. Don't kick anything. I need you to sit here. You're in handcuffs. You're arrested. All right? I can't change that. It is what it is. Fleeing and eluding. It is what it is. If you continue to do that, I'm telling you.
My life! You don't get what I just went through. Like at all. I just want to go home. You don't get it. I went through a 3-year divorce. The took all my money. I'm fighting for my kid back.
Blaming the cops for ruining your entire life because you were breaking the law is a bit extreme though, but we guess there's nothing you can't put past a Karen that's this angry. Do you think this woman deserved to be pepper sprayed and get the rough treatment she got? Honestly, she's the one who made things more difficult for herself.
I hope you're ready, because I'm coming after you guys in court. This will be on all of the social media, you losers. Will you please loosen my left one? My arm is going to fall off. No finger, unless you have tiny midget fingers. They don't fit in here. I cannot wait to expose.
All right, I'm going to transfer you into a different car. All right, come on.
I can't see. You're gonna have to get me out over on this side.
All right, well, I'll get you over on the other side. We'll carry you. Come on.
Hang on 1 second. Wait a minute. Wait. Hey, look.
You know I'm a Snell Isle resident?
Yes, you're embarrassing yourself. Stop.
No, I'm not embarrassing myself. I'm a mom on Snell Isle, and you guys arrested me, pepper sprayed me 3 times.
The indignant Karen felt extremely victimized by the cops' actions, and she apparently believes that being a Snow Isle mom gave her immunity from being arrested and pepper sprayed. Well, this Karen definitely learned a big lesson that no one is above the law, and if you mess with the police, you will surely get into a lot of trouble. The spectacle doesn't end there, though, as her Karen antics continue.
Well, make sure you let everybody in court know that at the end of the day, we're actually trying to help you, and I would like to see you come back from this and turn your life around.
My life is around. You guys just my day. My day. My day. Look at my arrest records. How do I need to come back from this? I have no arrest records. I have a clean record.
Right, but
yeah, so quit with this. It's nice you're relatable, but unless you're gonna unlock me, let me out of the car, I don't really feel the need for this conversation.
Sometimes there's accountability for your actions, right?
Yes, I'm accountable for being angry and not driving properly. Okay? I didn't put anybody in danger.
After she threatened to sue the cops weren't very bothered since they know that the Karen doesn't have a leg to stand on. I admire the female cop who started a real, genuine conversation with her about the situation, but it's too bad that the Karen wasn't willing to have it. It seems that some people really are beyond help.
Sorry about that.
Why you think I'm supposed to be quiet and not put down the St. Pete Police Department all over social media after this? This is what I do. That is a power that I have made with social media. I have an opinion and a voice. Okay. Yeah?
It's true that everyone has a voice and a right to an opinion, but if you're as obnoxious and pushy as this woman, you quickly lose credibility. Anyone who comes across this footage will agree that this Karen is more than just a bit unhinged, and it would be hard to sympathize with her.
And what am I, some black, kid on a bike who's in the wrong neighborhood? And you guys beat me down with all this pepper spray? Because that's what you guys do. You guys are, yeah. You're treating me like one of those kids on a bike that drove up from yeah.
Well, now you're being ignorant.
No, I'm really not.
Yeah, no, that's ridiculous.
No, you're definitely treating me like a colored person. Yep. Yep, you're treating me Not like a white woman, that's for damn sure.
As if she'd not already put up enough of a scene, he decides to cross a very big line, playing the race card to try and get her out of trouble. What Karen got instead was pepper spray to the face more than once, and a nice list of felony charges that will definitely cause her as much inconvenience as she calls the cops. Well, almost as much. This hilarious and intense footage shows that not even the rich Karens can escape the law. This woman was charged with 2 felony counts of fleeing and 1 count of resisting arrest. This is a Karen to remember for many reasons, some of them being her sleek hat, cool PJs, cheeky attitude, and escape strategies that look like they come from an 80s cartoon. She's got it all. The looks, the flair, the car, and the coffee. Because come on, a Karen deserves to drink a hot coffee. But she should have gone to a different gas station, because this is not panning out well for her.
Wait for a sec. No, it's essential.
I got that much coffee. You told me to leave. You wouldn't let me go get my quarter or $2 to pay for it.
The one at the pilot, just across the street with the female involved.
I just used the microwave.
You what?
I used their microwave because he wouldn't let me.
What happened?
I topped off the coffee about that much because the gentleman told me to go ahead and I would pay a dime or quarter for it. Patrick ran me out.
Did you pay for it?
He wouldn't let me. He told me to leave with it or leave the coffee. So I tried to leave it, offer him a quarter for a little refill because I showed him how much I had when I kind of came in. Yeah, so I just heated it up. I'm not going to be trespassing or anything.
Or were you told not to come back yesterday?
Yeah, but I'm a customer. I buy gas.
Well, if you're not allowed to be back, then you're not allowed to be back.
Okay.
Right now they don't have a trespass card on you. Okay. Otherwise, if they did, I could charge you with criminal trespass.
I understand.
How nice. So far, I'm really not sure if she's even really a Karen. She sounds pretty reasonable, don't you think? All she wanted was to fill up the tank and have a good coffee, for crying out loud. Is that too much to ask? When you're breaking the law, yes, Karen, it is too much to ask, indeed. But I've got some advice here for the cop. Don't get too comfy, because it's time for some action.
Ma'am, that's not what we're doing here. Ma'am. Come here for a second.
Grab me either.
I'm going to detain you right
now.
Stop.
In front of all these people?
Yes, I'm
You're going to put another bruise on me like the little boy that were chaining me the other day?
Okay, well, I'm going to detain you right
You
now.
just told me I didn't have to get in your car. That gentleman heard you right now. I'm going to walk over there.
Okay, well, I don't trust you now.
Well, you should trust me. I don't have a gun. You got a gun.
I'm going to detain you right now, okay?
Hi.
Stop. Ma'am. Walk with me. Walk with me.
I don't trust you. Let go of me, officer. No.
Behind your back.
No.
Talk about an escape strategy, huh? What's the name of that cartoon character with a funny hat and purple coat? Dick Dastardly. Yeah, I didn't know he had a sister. When you think she'll finally give up and let the cop do his job, she toughens up and gets rid of his handcuffs. Wild girl.
You tell me what I did wrong. You take that out the wall. Get off me.
Come on, it's me a second.
You're gonna get fired, you know that, right?
Stop. Come in. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you, though. Yeah. You'll be good. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Brutality! Police brutality!
Stop. Stop.
You see, entitlement has many faces. Take this lady, for example. She refused to obey police orders, ran away, confronted the officer, and now she asks what she did wrong. Playing dumb sure sounds incredibly dumb.
Stop. Stop.
No! Get my The other officer put bruises on me. You understand?
Get in the car.
Do you understand?
Get in the car.
No.
I'm gonna put you in the ref. Do you want to be put in the ref?
You already did. I'm bleeding.
All right, get in the car. Get in the car.
Ask for help if you can't handle me. Ask for help if you can't handle me.
Car.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Get in the car.
All right, I'm getting in. I'll be right out.
Thank you.
Right out of jail. You're going down.
Well, if you thought the walk of shame back to the police car would make her settle down, you're dead wrong, my friend. Right now, she's hulking up, and if the diligent cop thinks she's too much to handle, he should call for backup, right? Of course. What was she thinking when she said that to him? That he would apologize for the inconvenience and let her go? Nice try, Karen.
Well, I was upset because I never met you, but I'm wondering, I've never met you either.
Been on for 10 years.
10 years? Wow.
No, you still got 10 to go.
10 to go, and you're almost done, right? Oh, wow. You look younger than he does. You still look younger than he does.
I look younger than him.
Well, who much older?
You told me that yesterday that I look 45.
I see.
Karen number 4 is by far the most talented one. From fashion icon to the award-winning performance that we just saw in this last clip, she's tested the patience of everyone today. But the party's over for her. She was charged with criminal trespass, resisting arrest, and battery upon a peace officer. The police were dispatched following a call about a suspect prowling around cars and trying to break inside. And as many suspects do, he tried to play innocent when the cops showed up. Right from the get-go, the suspect has an excuse for everything, and while he tries to spin a story, the cops aren't buying it, and neither are we.
Here, we'll put it out there. So, listen, this your car?
No, this is my girlfriend's.
This your girlfriend's car?
She went to go get his ride.
Take your hands out of your pockets. I don't know if you have any weapons or anything.
I don't.
Okay. Don't put your hands in your pockets.
It's cold out here.
I'm just going to pat you down real fast.
For what? I didn't do nothing.
Just make sure you don't have any weapons. So what happened, the reason why we're contacting you, right, is that the security guard over here said you were prowling around in cars.
I asked the guy over here for a jump.
He said he saw you in the other car over there, reaching in there.
I wasn't
And then
in
you're
that
saying
car.
this is your girlfriend's car. Is it registered to her?
It's registered to Keith Sisk.
Who's Keith?
That's who she got the car from.
Okay. And you guys brought the car here?
Who died here?
Who died here? Okay. Is there any reason why you should be in the other cars?
I wasn't in no other cars.
Being confronted with the blatant question of his prowling actions, the suspect stuck to his approach. But we're pretty sure even he quickly realized that this was not fooling anyone. His innocent act was kind of ruined by his nervous and jittery behavior as well. So the cops were convinced by now that the suspect was in fact being a menace. Now they simply had to decide how to deal with this suspect.
Why are you messing with me? I didn't do nothing. My name is Chris.
Chris, this isn't going to go the way that you want it, and you're about to go in handcuffs. So
why?
I'm telling Chris, you're under arrest. Chris, you're under arrest, bro. What are you doing?
Put your buddy back.
Get on your stomach.
Put your buddy back. Stop resisting. His hands behind your back.
I will.
When the suspect saw what he thought was a golden opportunity to catch the cops unaware, he gave it his best shot. His dramatic run from the law did not even last a few minutes, and as quickly as he decided to run, the cops were on top of him, pinning him down. While this situation may have been slightly unclear before, this suspect now cemented his guilt by his stupid attempt to run, and now he had to face the consequences.
Why can't I get a jump?
Why are you running?
Because you told me you were going to put me in handcuffs.
Yeah, because you're being dumb and other people's stuff. All right, listen up. I'm going to read your rights.
That's him. How you doing, man?
One will be appointed to you to represent you for questioning.
All I wanted to do was get a
decide
jump.
at any time to exercise your rights, not answer any questions or make any statements. You understand?
I think that's more him.
Chris, do you understand?
Yes.
Okay.
Being audio video recorded too. To include you running away.
So you guys busted my face?
No, that's because you were running. You can't run from us.
So you bust my face?
No, that's what you get when you come over here and you start resisting.
After his antics were put to a quick stop, the suspect continued being unruly, complaining about the rough treatment by the cops and his face being busted from the whole altercation. One thing these criminals seem to forget is that resisting arrest and running from the cops immediately eliminates the good cop approach, and it's one of the most surefire ways to make a whole lot more trouble for yourself. The stories and pleas of the suspect mean very little, and this is even further confirmed when the police take the testimony of an eyewitness who was watching the suspect prowl around cars and force entry to scour for valuables.
What'd you see?
He was kind of snooping around cars over there.
Yeah.
And that silver car right there, the 4-door.
Too short.
The back.
Oh, right there?
Yeah.
Yeah?
The back window was already busted out, just had plastic on it.
Right.
So he broke the plastic, opened the door, crawled around in there, looked around, popped the hood, then he got under the hood, kind of screwed around, then he disappeared in the back, and he came back out. I think he got tools or something. Looked like he was trying to take something out of it. Came back and opened the hood and started messing with the engine again.
Okay.
And then he went back there, and that's where he found him.
Yeah. Okay, can I tell
Check
you?
it out?
Yeah, I'll just take a quick picture of it. You good? So my partner said it didn't go the way he thought it was going to go.
You got a DOC warrant? What's your warrant for? Chris, what's your warrant for?
Let me see the other side of your face, man.
With a picture, yeah.
Charges for vehicle prowling are one thing, but evading the police is something else entirely. And this idiotic suspect definitely could have spared himself a ton of effort by not trying to brave yet another lousy getaway.
What's her phone number?
360. Oh, hold on.
Hold on.
That's not it.
No, it's not it. Okay, when you figure it out, let my partner know. Okay? Otherwise, you're going to go for vehicle prowl for going in that person's car, too.
Even when the suspect is going to jail on no uncertain terms, he's still not complying with the information requested by the cops. This suspect clearly thought he was slick. Unfortunately, it did not end well for him. Thanks to the police officer's body cam footage, we have a front row seat to this exciting chase. An old lady recounted the tale of two suspects stealing belongings and speeding off in a white truck. She and her daughter had briefly left their car open and returned to find themselves wrapped up in a theft situation that would quickly escalate.
She would not listen to me and not confront them like I told her. She said, I know they live here. She hasn't lived here very long, so she doesn't know everybody. But she said, I know they live here. I've seen the truck here almost every day. I know they're people that live in this apartment house. Well, she confronted them. I didn't. She ended up in the truck.
Okay.
And they took off. The last message I got from her, she was at, I think it is King's Furniture on Main Street.
Okay.
I think that's what she said.
322, check up.
And I got the message and I said, what do you want me to do? And she said, call 911 again.
As the story comes to light, it's clear that the woman's daughter left with the criminals, and they were now somewhere in town, with everyone worried about the safety of the woman. Police efforts managed to track the truck down without too much hassle, though, and the story was about to become very interesting. The cops are finally able to chat with the woman who was allegedly kidnapped by the criminals and had her belongings stolen.
All right, come here. Back here.
Why did you just tell me on the phone that you were at Marathon Ridge and Fountain and you were up here at Redwood?
We were moving around. We were driving.
Do you know this side of the city? So Marathon, Ridge and Fountain and all that, about 3 miles that way.
Oh, I was saying Marathon over here. I'm sorry.
So Marathon's a street, but Ridge and Fountain is also a
Oh,
street.
I was saying like the gas station. I'm sorry.
What are we doing here?
What I'm doing here?
Yeah.
I was taking her somewhere, and I guess she went in the lady's car and took her wallet. I didn't know. I didn't know she took anything. And then she's saying she tried to get me involved with it, saying that I do it out the window, and she did this, and she did that. I didn't take nothing. Okay.
But when I said Ridge and Fountain, you
I
said
don't
yeah.
I don't even know that street.
After a brief interview with the woman, who was safe and unharmed, the cops could begin putting a picture of the crime together.
So you said that street next to it. I thought you meant that street. I was catty cornered on it. And
So
then
they weren't going to let you out either?
They were saying that since they were like, we know that's the police, so we're not gonna stop. I was like, okay, well, they're gonna find us either way, so.
So did you ask to get out of that at all?
Yeah, multiple.
And what'd they say?
They said, we're gonna find the wallet first. I was like, okay, let's find it. So we just kept driving up and down these streets for about 45 minutes.
So you found some of your cards and stuff?
She took this out of the wallet. This was on the grass by the marathon over there.
Okay.
According to the woman, the two suspects had refused to let her out of the car. They evidently wanted to help her find the wallet first, as they refused to take the risk of being arrested. But as it turns out, their stupidity would get them caught anyway.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Where's the dope?
The dope's gone.
What'd you do with it?
It was smoked. It was smoked. It's gone.
Okay.
And the wallet was thrown out within these 2 streets right here. I know it was because I remember throwing it out. Nothing was taken. Nothing was taken.
Except for the money, right?
The money.
Okay,
and
so that's taken, right?
And
you
yes.
took the
Yes.
wallet in the first place.
Yes, it was laying on the ground outside of the car. So
The female suspect is quite frantic, and as if theft wasn't bad enough, she also admitted to buying and smoking dope. Trying to backtrack now isn't helping her much, and she was unable to find the wallet that she apparently threw out the truck window. Thankfully, the woman had found some of her cards, but her purse and cash were still missing.
but I know it's right here. I know it is.
All right. Does your tailgate drop down? Sure. You guys want to do me a favor and both just have a seat on it?
Yes. Is there any way I could please find me some water? I've been out here.
The suspects need to sit tight, and unsurprisingly, the cops aren't super eager to listen to the woman's requests. But this investigation would lead them on an unsuspecting path that makes this one of the more unique cases we've seen.
Yeah, just a little wallet.
But that's a purse to some people. Okay, so
You're
you
correct.
saw a little wallet laying on the ground. So you decided to pick it up and open it and realize there's tons of items in there, plus some money, plus some cards, plus everything else, and you decided to steal it.
I decided to take it with me, yes, sir.
Okay, all right.
And I put it out the window.
Yeah.
Please, sir.
Nope, not even close to big. No, turn you around.
Can I please get a drink?
After an admission of guilt, the cops have enough evidence to put the woman in handcuffs, and her trip to jail seems booked. The panic sets in, and she definitely does not take this well.
Sir, it's out here. I swear it is. I swear.
You have any needles?
No,
Nothing like that?
Nothing.
No drugs? No
Nothing.
knives? Nothing?
Nothing,
What's
no.
right here? What's right here?
That's my weed pipe.
Okay, well, that's...
It's my weed
Stop
pipe.
reaching
I'm sorry.
for it. Keep your hands still.
Yes,
I
it's my weed
doubt
pipe.
it's a weed pipe.
It is a weed pipe.
No.
That's all I've smoked out of it.
Yeah, right. I don't believe a second of that.
The cops clearly have a very good understanding of modern drug use and paraphernalia, so you won't be able to fool them easily. The female suspect tried nonetheless, but she wasn't taken seriously for 1 second. The offenses were stacking up against her very quickly, and it wasn't looking good.
It makes sense to how you would do all this. Because you got confronted by somebody that knew you stole something.
Yes, and
now
that's
you've
why
been
I
trying
didn't try to run, nothing.
Now you've been trying to just drive her around.
I didn't even try to run. I swear I didn't.
Yeah, so when she asked to get out of the car, why'd she
She didn't ask to get out the car. She just asked right here. She just asked right here. That's weed, see?
No, that's Charboy, and...
That's in place of a screen. That's in place of a screen,
no,
sir.
that's...
Yes,
not
that's...
my first day. You know
I know
exactly.
it's not. I know it's
you
not.
don't put Charboy in a pipe to smoke weed.
That was used because there's no screen. But sir, she had just asked to get out the car.
The cops are clearly tired of the suspect trying to talk her way out of the mess, and none of what she's saying is holding up.
Let me ask you this,
Yes.
okay? Since you have a crack pipe on you,
Yes.
you got any more crack in your
No,
bra or anything
I
like
do
that?
not.
Okay,
I
because
do
you're going to jail, okay? So when they search you and they find the crack on you, it's another felony.
I
Okay?
understand,
So
I
you
don't.
might as well tell me now.
I don't.
Okay. And all of this is recorded, okay? So if I walk over here and you do some little funny little trick.
After vehemently denying possession of crack, the suspect is left alone in the police car. But she clearly isn't getting the message and decides to continue with her dramatic antics. From shouting at the officer to kicking the police car door, she's not letting up. And we half expect one of the cops to lose their patience at any time.
Sir! There's only $28 in there! Officer!
Okay, but then you guys made some turns and then you're back up here on towards Marathon and she gets back out of the car.
No. I didn't say
She gets out of the car twice, okay?
Okay.
You said she got out of the car twice.
No,
all right?
Wait a minute.
So,
you trying to skip me.
no, I'm not. I'm trying to get the story straight because there's a lot of stuff that you guys have done in this past hour that from taking the stuff across here, okay? I'm trying to make sure that I get all these details right because you guys obviously were up to no good. You guys obviously broke the law. So now you need to at least be able to tell me the truth.
I didn't break no law.
Okay, so you weren't over there on Siebenthaler when she...
Interrogations with the male suspect do not seem to go any better, and no one is being helpful in creating a true account of what happened.
But you didn't feel like as if you were being kidnapped or held at your will or anything like that?
No, it was too long of a thing to be going on like that.
The only thing that concerns me is the fact that you stated that you had tried to actually physically attempt to get out.
Yeah, when I reached out on her
door.
side and said I was just gonna walk and find it, when we were over here, she locked the door too and was like, no, we'll find it together, She said when I was on the phone with the police, I know you're on the phone with the cops.
As if all this wasn't frustrating enough for the cops, it turns out that the woman whose belongings were stolen wasn't being entirely truthful either. She wasn't entirely kidnapped, and she now changed her story a bit to say she didn't actually feel in danger of being abducted.
Period. Now you can help yourself out,
Yes.
and it may look pretty good, okay, in what you're facing. If you'd actually know exactly where her items are, and her items may be returned to her, okay, you're still going to jail, period. All right, but you may actually have some moral value in you that would actually give her her items back after you've already stolen all of it.
This officer just informed me that you're also being charged with the theft.
I didn't take nothing.
Hey.
Despite moral pleas with the female suspect to do the right thing and also lessen her sentence by giving the woman stolen belongings back, she maintains that she does not know where they landed, and the cops are getting increasingly frustrated with the situation.
There's investigation.
I didn't take nothing, man. Hold up. I didn't take nothing. What are you talking about? That I took something.
You'll have to ask him.
I didn't take nothing.
Still got any pocket knives on you? What's your name?
My name is Robert.
When both the suspects were placed in handcuffs and the situation was winding down, the real drama started, and the female suspect took this as her final chance to worm her way out of trouble.
You don't need pop if you're hot.
I just
okay?
need something to
the
drink.
The air is on, all right?
I really need something to drink.
You need to just calm down, okay? You need to just take a breath, okay? You put up, I can understand that, okay? I can understand that. It's very stressful, actually, committing a crime and getting caught for it.
She pulls the good old I can't breathe trick, or at least tries to, but the officer's not having any of it, and her antics clearly do not amuse her.
Yep, you're not.
I need to go to the hospital. Please.
For what?
Because I'm about to pass out.
Where'd these come from?
Those were on my head. I took them off my eyes.
Okay.
I need to go to the hospital, please.
No, you need to just take some deep breaths, okay?
I'm taking deep breaths. I can't breathe. I need my inhaler. I cannot breathe. I need...
She said no.
I think you just have a little bit of a...
No, I need the hospital. No, I'm not even...
You're going... I'll take you to the hospital. All they're going to do is clear you to go to the jail.
That's
okay?
fine.
All you're going to do is waste everybody's time that you already have.
She dials it up a notch and claims she needs a hospital, much to the annoyance of the officer. But we can all see through her bad acting attempt. Whether she was having a panic attack or not is debatable, but this is the oldest trick in the book, and the officers were not falling for it for 1 second. In the end, the woman's dramatic act did more harm than good to her cause. The male was charged with theft, and the female was charged with theft and drug paraphernalia. Karens are known for embellishing and making a situation seem much worse than it is, and usually we can handle this by grinding our teeth. But when they involve law enforcement, this is not something that can be taken lightly. Calling in a huge response from the police because of a very serious 911 call and having this happen because of an overreacting Karen is enough to get anyone's blood boiling. And these next cops did not take kindly to this next Karen's irresponsibility.
Who called the police and said someone had a gun? Okay, well, we need you to come outside and talk to us. Because everyone out here saying that nobody said he had a gun, and that's a very serious accusation.
I know. It looked like he had a gun in his back pocket. That's why I was terrified when I called.
Someone said he has a gun.
I said, it looks like he has a gun in his back pocket. They said, where is it? I said, it looks like it's in his back pocket. And they said, what color is
But
it? And
why,
I said,
why are we
black.
calling in the first place? Because he says he's just out here recording. So what's the issue?
What do you mean, what's the issue?
So how did this whole thing present itself that we're calling the police to say someone has a gun who has no gun?
He's been out here. He was taking video and pictures of the school kids.
Okay.
And then
Granted, if you were suspecting that some strange man was taking pictures of school kids, that's every reason to call 911. But it's very possible that the man was simply doing something else, and the over-the-top reaction of the Karen made this scene much more dramatic than it needed to be. The first and biggest issue here is that an entire police squad was called out for a suspect that was apparently armed, only to arrive at the scene with no gun and just one very entitled Karen.
Now, my problem too with this whole situation is if you're the one calling is why are you hanging up on our call takers?
I was coming out here to see what was going on.
Okay, ma'am, everything, I understand if you thought he had a weapon, I'm fine with that. But what you did if because he doesn't have a weapon at all.
Oh, thank
okay?
God. Okay.
No, it's not, you cannot generate a response like that and hang up on our call takers. It's so far from okay. It's just ridiculous. If you were that scared, why would you keep coming back outside?
I didn't come outside. I came to the door to watch what was
You
going on.
stay on the phone with our call takers if you call 911. This response that you got today is ginormous for a guy who's just recording people and trying to get under people's skin.
Is that what he's doing?
I don't know. I wasn't here, but that's exactly what it seems like. And to call like that and hang up on our call takers, it's a big deal, and it's a big issue.
This Karen definitely got the scolding of her life from this angry police officer when she not only made a serious accusation that turned out to be false, but also hung up on the cops, which is something not even the bravest of us would attempt doing. Even though she was wrong, she still manages to get some support from the man with her. But needless to say, the cops were less than impressed.
Ma'am, we read what you guys told them, and it wasn't that. You said, yes, he has a gun, and he has a gun. Yes, he does, and he placed it in his bag. I just saw him place it in his
I
bag.
did not say any of that.
Can I just add something real
Sure.
quick?
None of that.
So, since he started out here, we've been getting phone calls nonstop in here, and death threats and everything else, nonstop.
Nonstop.
So I don't know, I
Probably
can't say that
600
they
calls.
are, but I'm just saying, maybe someone from whatever he's affiliated with, maybe they're calling and agitating as well. I don't know.
That's fine. My point is to say, yes, I see a gun is a big deal.
I did not say that.
Because there's a school right there.
I'm just adding that to it because I don't know if that could be the case or not.
Sounds good. Thank you.
This Karen quickly tried to backtrack, but the proof was there, and there was no way to get out of the mess she'd made now. An entire squadron of police cars all hastily sped to the aid of a Karen who did not need it, and misusing public resources like this can be a serious offense. It seems that the Karen would get off with a pretty intense scolding today, but her antics very easily could have landed her some jail time. It seems that Karens are becoming all the more common, and this makes the cops' job so much more difficult. First suspect decides to take drastic action when he's unsatisfied with his McDonald's food order.
You know, I try to fry. The fries they're lukewarm, but they're not hot.
Granted, this already seems a bit extreme, but nothing could have prepared us for the dramatic twist that this odd case would take. When the officers arrive at the scene, they're met with this young man who's clearly very upset over his food order gone wrong. It's strange enough to call the cops about your McDonald's French fries, but rest assured, it gets even weirder.
Okay, what's up? Basically, we went in there, purchased the food. I guess there's something wrong with their server. A lady before us tried to order on the little box thing. She said that wasn't working. He had to stop us from ordering and go help her.
Okay.
So he probably frustrated at work. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole scenario. What I did.
So why'd y'all call? So like what happened?
Because we ordered the food. He couldn't print us a receipt.
Okay.
So he said the receipt would be printed in the back. So I said, okay. So we sat down, me and my fiance, looking for homes around here.
Gotcha.
So we went back to Progressive Rentals, looking at homes. I guess our order was called, but we don't even know our order number.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So now our food is sitting there cold. So when I come up, I say, you know, I try to fry. The fries they're lukewarm, but they're not hot.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I just asked him, can we get some fresh fries?
Okay.
He said, okay, the fries are not hot. Touch the fries. I said, no, they're not hot. And at this point, you don't touch them, so, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I just get a fresh set?
Okay.
So is he getting the fries? And I said, can I also get the receipt? That was 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, sir. 5 minutes ago, I can run my store however I want to run my store.
Okay.
Sir, I didn't pay. He said, matter of fact, you can leave my property. Get off my property now. or you can come and get, I'll do a refund.
After finding out the specifics of the story from the soon-to-be suspect, the next step for the cops is to hear the story from the other person involved, the McDonald's owner who had managed to anger the young man.
Take the next level, starts cussing me. You better give me fresh fries.
As we can expect, the man who decided to call the cops about this incident was not entirely telling a truthful version of the story, and soon he'd be landing himself in some very hot water due to his stupid actions.
Here's a little old lady, and she just came up to us to see if you need me to talk to the police. It's like, no, I got this. But he starts losing it, starts shoving his food at me. And I said, sorry. I said, well, tell you what, you can take your business elsewhere, give me a car, give me a refund. No, you're not going to give me an effort refund. You're going to give me my food and my money back. I said, okay, look, sir. I tried shoving his food. I took his food. So he's got nothing to shove at me. Because next thing you know, he's throwing his drink at me. So I took his food and took his Sprite, put it in the trash. Here's give me your card. I'll give you a refund. Take your business elsewhere. Please don't come back.
Okay.
Screaming at me. I want CT'd. You know?
Did you give him his refund? Like, is that all right?
He refused to.
Okay.
You're not going to give me a refund.
Okay.
Like,
No, you're fine.
This is the way he was talking.
Okay.
So I don't want him CT. I don't want him ever have him back.
Okay.
I mean, dude's obviously on probation. Got an ankle bracelet on.
Okay. What is your information?
The cops are trying to clear the situation up as best they can, but this soon becomes quite a bit more challenging. Initially, negotiations with the suspect go down well, as he agrees to sign a form stating he won't return to this McDonald's again. He's mostly being cooperative, but seems quite concerned over whether he may be in trouble, which makes us wonder if there's something suspicious going on here after all.
Last name Sierra, India, Mike, Echo, Sierra. First name Alpha, November, Tango, Oscar, India, Alpha, November, Echo, Bravo, Mike. Alright, so here's the deal. As a business owner, he has the right to not remake your food. He is willing to do a refund. He has no problems doing a refund, but he's not going to remake your food. As a business owner, he can do that. He does not want you coming back in the store. He actually wants us to criminally trespass you, so you will not be allowed back at this McDonald's.
I don't even stay here.
It doesn't matter. He's requested it. We got to do it. It's not a big deal. It's a piece of.
Charge me?
No, we're not charging you. It's a piece of paper we're going to give you that's going to say, hey, you can't come back to this McDonald's. That's all it is.
Wow. Like,
yeah.
No, just realistically, did I do anything?
I don't know. I'm not here to even figure that out. I'm here to keep the peace.
By now, the increasingly nervous behavior of this young man is raising some serious concerns, and the cops pick up on this weird vibe as well. Upon reporting back to the main office, the cops identify the suspect, only to find out chilling news that will change the course of this case for good. As it turns out, this would not be the only recent run-in the man had with the law, and it's actually much worse than we could have expected.
He's being slick over here. He's got a big damn ankle monitor on.
I gotcha. I know. I gotcha. No, you're good. Oh, he's gonna do the refund, so I'll get you the card here in a second. Okay.
License status: suspended. 24-year-old male. Wanted person. Caution. Violence. Armed and dangerous.
The words through the officer's car radio send tingles down our spine and affirms how dangerous the situation actually is. This wanted criminal was armed and dangerous according to the police sources, so detaining him as quickly as possible was crucial. It boggles the mind why you'd call the police over something as silly as cold French fries when you're a wanted suspect. Maybe he assumed he wouldn't have to identify himself. In any case, this was a complete rookie mistake that would cost the suspect his freedom.
All right, Mr. Sims, come over here. I'm gonna have you sign this.
I'm not under arrest or anything.
No, sir. Just come over here. I'm gonna have you sign this real quick.
I said I'm not under arrest.
No, you're not. Yeah, just come over here. I'm gonna have you sign this real quick.
You have to sign it saying that you're not going to come back to the property.
So you'll fill this part out.
Can I see it, sir?
Yeah. You come over here, man.
No, I'm afraid of y'all, sir.
Why are you afraid?
3 years, sir. I'm afraid.
All right, I'm gonna walk you through. Why are you doing that?
I know how to fill it out.
Why are you doing that?
I know how to fill it. Am I right?
Yeah.
Don't look at me again.
Car.
As the cops approached the man, he sensed that things were about to go down, and like many dumb criminals before him, he decided to run, thinking he could outmaneuver a number of police officers. As soon as the man starts to bolt, all the cops spring into action, and as we could have guessed, he did not make it all that far in his embarrassing attempt to escape the cops.
Got him! Contact! Contact, backside, backside! Huh? I need to go to the hospital. I fell too.
This was definitely an exciting day for these officers, as it's not super common to find criminals dumb enough to try and outrun them. The suspect was wanted for murder charges, which makes this entire situation all the more baffling. His anger over French fries got him caught before he knew it, but I guess suspects who go on the run aren't that clever to begin with. Our next newly released body cam footage takes us all the way to Michigan, and the victims were a nice family who were simply trying to enjoy a day of thrifting when things went terribly wrong. After the cops were called, they were met at the scene by the distressed family who relayed the terrible thing that had happened to them.
All right, I've got everything I need from you guys.
Okay.
Why don't you guys go ahead? Just take off. We'll get back with you guys when we have more information, okay?
What happened?
Yeah.
What?
Somebody, kid that works there tried to pull her into the bathroom.
Is he in there?
No, hey,
Is he in there?
stay here.
No. Is he in there?
I'm gonna go deal with that in a moment, okay?
Did he pull you into the bed?
Why don't you guys go ahead? Head on home, and I'll get a hold of you.
After the family was interviewed, they were advised to go home and try to calm down while the cops manage the situation. It's not yet clear what happened, but so far, we know that some random creep in the thrift store tried to steal the little girl and pull her into a bathroom. The cops' body cam footage captured the entire tense scene.
What I see on the camera, I can forward it to you, is him going in the back, coming back out, then looking and waiting till they came back around. And it's right back there in the corner, so I have no clear angle on that. His name is Andy, his information.
To start things off, the manager of the thrift store tried being helpful by pulling the security footage of the store. The police need to try and find all the clues to establish what happened here. And even though the camera wasn't panned onto the bathroom directly, the footage still gives them valuable insights into what went down.
So, where I questioned it was is,
Just head right in here, and we'll talk in just a moment.
We're right there in a second. So, this is what he explained to me. That he was in the bathroom, okay? And he said someone pushed in, he went like this, and he went like this, grab and said, hey, you can't be in here.
The suspect apparently denies all charges, and he told the store manager that it was actually the opposite that happened, and that he tried to get the girl to leave the bathroom. Something fishy is definitely going on here, and according to sources, this is not the first time the suspect, Andrew Jewell, has been in hot water because of a compromising situation.
That's what he's doing.
Can I talk, please?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was in the bathroom. Before I shut the door, I told her, because they pick a free toy, you can ask them up there. I told them that you guys can get a free toy. So they go there looking at toys. I shut the door. When I was using the bathroom, the little girl walked in on me, and she made it halfway in the doorway. I freaked out and tried to slam the door, and it hit her. That's why she was crying. I can't go to jail, dude. I'm on probation.
The man tries to tell his story to the cops, but he seems more concerned about not going to jail when he dropped the crucial detail that he's currently on probation. The criminal was stupid enough to get himself in trouble with the law again, and now he's clearly trying to backtrack. This situation definitely doesn't look good for him so far, though.
I have a question. Can we step out the back door so I can at least smoke while we talk, please?
No, not right now. When did you get in trouble in?
About a year ago, over a year ago, maybe 2 years ago almost.
Okay, and what did you get in trouble for?
Assault.
The cop further questions the suspect to try and get to the bottom of the situation, but his insane nervousness and fleeting moments of panic give us a bit of a weird feeling. At times, it seems like he's about to burst into tears, but then he straightens himself out again. Fake tears would only hurt his calls more anyway.
So that doesn't add up with the video camera. saying, see, that's where he comes out again in there. But he doesn't go to the bathroom, see, he comes around here and started looking for us to see where we were at. I'm in the office, Heather's right there, Crystal's right there, and see, he's looking for the little girl right now. We just saw the little girl walk back over there, and there's a little boy, see? Now he's walking that way. So her story adds up more than his.
The store footage shows the suspect lurking around suspiciously before the incident, and it's becoming harder and harder for him to argue his innocence. It's also unlikely that the girl and her brother would make up such a far-fetched story, so it seems that this suspect is not getting away as easily as he wants.
Alright, so I'm sitting on the toilet. Open the door real quick, just open it. She opens the door and walks right there. I hurry up and get up and try to pull my pants up, and I grab her shoulder. Like I said, then the little boy came around the corner, and when I tried to push her out, the door got stuck to my foot. It kept pushing, so I'm trying to pull my pants up and push her out. And that's when she hit her head right there. That's when she started crying, and the little boy saw me put my hands on her shoulder, because I put my hands on her shoulder to stop her from coming in fully, and that's when I pushed her out.
As the man recounts his version of what happened, the suspicion of the cops is tangible. By now, the suspect is getting quite frantic, and his nerves seem to rise by the second. To be honest, his story does not seem plausible, and if you asked us, this guy has a penchant for trying to lie his way out of trouble.
Please!
Go ahead and get off the phone.
You taking me to jail?
Yeah.
Please! Please!
Get off the phone.
Please, I swear. I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to God.
Turn around, put your hands behind your back right now.
I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear.
Stop.
I swear. I didn't do nothing.
As the cops make the ultimate decision to arrest the man, a very dramatic scene ensues. No one can help him now, and he'll have to face the legal consequences of his attempted crime.
Can I at least call you while I'm in the jail? Please.
Jennifer would be better off to help you at this point. I mean, there's nothing I can do for you.
I swear I didn't, Dom.
That's up to.
I swear to God.
That's someone else besides me to decide.
I swear to God, Tom.
The man is super upset, and he's not going with the police quietly. It's become quite the scene at the thrift store, but thankfully for the family who this suspect targeted, his plans did not get very far. From his story not adding up to his nervous behavior, this suspect sent off red flags right from the start, but thankfully he was apprehended and taken by the police. Jewel faces several charges, including attempted kidnapping. Upon arriving at the scene, the officers can already sense that this will not be an easy case to deal with, and when refusing to follow even the simplest instructions, the Karen starts to cause a major scene. Let's take a look at what she was incessantly complaining about.
Let her drive drunk. That's on you. Dude, do you understand that she's
Come over,
drunk?
come back to the squad car.
Don't touch me like that.
I don't want you to get hit.
Don't touch me.
I don't want you to.
I can walk. I'm
back
very
here.
well okay
walk
to
back
walk.
over here, then. Walk back over here. Walk back over here.
I'm gonna walk to the side of the road like
You're
a
gonna walk
normal
over to
person.
my squad car.
No, unless you got me under arrest. No, I'm not.
I'm going to detain you for your safety in a minute here.
Okay, because I'm not safe right here, sir.
Someone's going to get
I am not safe right now.
Give me that.
Don't touch me. What is
Stop
wrong
it.
with you?
Get in the car.
Are you serious?
You're now detained.
No, you're about to be detained because you want to know something. You're hurting me.
You're detained.
I didn't do anything.
You're detained.
Okay, are you going to keep touching my Not touching my
Stop it.
Then get off of me, weirdo. You're so done.
Put your arms behind your
you
back.
You don't know how done you are.
Put your arms behind your back. You're resisting. Stop it.
No, I'm not. I'm protecting myself.
Acting like a crazy, entitled person in public would cause most of us to go beet red with embarrassment. But for Karens like these, this seems to be just an average day. Going all Karen on an officer of the law is just absolutely crazy though. And even though there are no technical laws about not being overbearing and rude, it's hard to imagine how this woman thought her actions would help her case at all. She even tried pulling an Uno reverse on the cop when she was being detained. But as we can expect, things started going downhill for her very quickly.
I am suing you. Don't touch me. Do you have a reason to please help? Please help. Get in the car. No, ma'am. Get in the car. I haven't done anything wrong. Look at his camera. I haven't touched him. I won't ever touch again.
I'm not touching
Don't
you.
ever
Turn around.
Yeah, you're gonna break my wrist now? Are you serious?
Put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest.
For what?
aggravated battery to an officer.
Oh, really? Just check your cameras.
No, turn away from me. Stay right here.
Battery. You even elbows. You're gonna
Stop resisting.
Dude, you
Stop
understand?
grabbing a hold of me.
Nick!
Stop grabbing a hold of me.
I will.
And put your feet in the squad
You are
car.
hurting me.
And you are trying to hurt me. So
Oh,
put
really?
your feet in the car. Have a seat. You're under arrest.
What?
Put your feet in the car. Have a seat now.
No.
Put your feet in
No.
the car. Have
No.
a seat now.
I will not.
Let go of my hand
Let
now.
go of
Let
me.
go of my hand now.
Or what?
This woman seems to have a ton of issues with being touched, but even the untrained witness can realize that she's putting on one hell of a show. While the cops were trying to place her in handcuffs, she most definitely did not receive the rough manhandling that most criminals get, and the cops were certainly not causing her harm or breaking her elbows as she stated. She's definitely walking on thin ice here, and her unruly behavior is about to land her in some very hot water.
I'm waiting for the sheriff because I haven't done a thing wrong and I'm a American sovereign citizen.
Have a
And
seat in the squad car, Samantha.
Be mad.
Samantha, have a seat in the squad car.
Be mad, dude.
Have a seat.
I haven't done anything wrong. That's why you guys are cowards and can't do anything.
Have a
I'm
seat
waiting
in
for
the squad
sheriff.
car. Sheriff's not coming. Oh, now she's kicking. Got her.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Here we go.
Really, sir?
Yeah.
You seem like a cut dad.
Likewise, again. Nah, well, no, you're not married because you're this. Because of this right here. This is what you are. Yeah. Nobody's gonna come near this. Yeah. Oh, good God. I couldn't even imagine spending 5 minutes with you. Oh, I can't believe you're 31. You should reverse the numbers. 13.
Well, she's made quite an impression on both us and the cops, but definitely not in a good way. She's made such a scene that she even pushes the professional cops to make a joke while on the drive to the police station to try to lighten the situation. As far as impossible to deal with suspects go, we're pretty sure this Karen is very high on the list.
I'm gonna get you out. If you fight with us, we're just gonna.
I don't like you.
I don't care.
I'm not going to touch anybody.
Good.
I don't need to touch anybody like you.
So,
Unlike you, I don't need to hurt other people to make myself feel better.
Okay, we're gonna get you
Yeah,
out.
I know that. But guess what? You have no other way to hold me. It's not your thing. It's what's called the law, bruh. Goodbye. 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 Goodbye.
No, we need to get you out.
Oh, you think you're so cool? No, you're not getting me out. If you could, you would have me in prison. But you can't because you're a loser. You're hurting me.
Yep.
Stop touching me.
There you go.
Right there.
What's your name?
Stay right there.
What's your name?
Dude, honestly, I'm done with this.
What's your name?
Have him stop grabbing me like
I
that.
don't know what your name is. What's your name?
I'm not giving him. I don't have to. I'm not arrested. I am not arrested.
Take care of it. Search her, please.
Stop touching me.
Back at the police station, things don't appear to be going any better. From singling out officers to calling them losers and swearing at them, this Karen is really pulling out all her tricks. But they have the opposite reaction of what she was hoping for. Now, instead of having a normal interaction with the cops and sorting things out, she won't be offered any pleasantries like this again. Instead, she'll be spending some time in a cold, hard jail cell with nothing but time to fume over her supposedly unjust treatment.
I'm not doing this all day, dude. Because I'm gonna sue the out of this county.
Sounds
I'm
good.
done,
Put
dude.
your hand on the wall. Put your hand on the wall.
I have a lupus and it's honestly hurting me.
Put your hand on the wall.
I will do that if you ask me to.
Start again. I don't know what your name is.
Sure. My name is Samantha. You're not a. Please, can you just go away? Your officers have me here.
So, look, you gotta take your rings off, put them in here, okay?
Am I arrested?
Yes. Yes, you are under arrest.
Oh, okay. Can you please tell me what I'm arrested for?
My sergeant just explained it to you.
I haven't touched anybody though.
Okay, let's just get through this.
Can you take your rings off?
Let's just get through
Sir,
this. Can you please take
I
your
have
rings
not
off?
touched anyone.
Samantha, can you please take your
Yes,
rings off?
but if you could tell me why.
I will explain it to you as soon as you take off your property, okay? We have to get those rings off.
Fine, you're doing your job, I understand. But please keep him away from me.
Okay, he's over there.
I'm asking you a favor.
He's over there, okay? Let's just, that's fine.
I don't like castrated men
Okay, let's
touching me.
all the rings, okay?
You weirdo creep, dude.
The one right there on your finger.
By now, the process is able to move forward in small steps, and thankfully, the woman has stopped shouting and acting hysterical. It's a good thing you can't be charged with verbal harassment, since this Karen would definitely be racking up a few extra counts in this case. The police officers are being remarkably patient with this woman, even though she's being a major pain.
It's Samantha, right?
I guess. Your first name? Last name? Last name? That's your last name? Okay. You don't want to give me anything? Okay. So just Samantha. Alright, sounds good. Sounds good.
It's hard to imagine that Samantha's proposed lawsuit case would get very far, since a judge would take one look at the body cam footage of the police officers and would rule in favor of the cops. Her Karen antics were definitely entertaining, though. Do you think this arrest would have taught this Karen a lesson? She was charged with 2 felony counts of battery of an officer. Our next disturbing kidnapping case takes us to Akron, Ohio, where concerned citizens called the cops, suspecting that a woman was being held hostage in a garage. The cops chat with a woman who claims to know the man, a suspect who had been convicted in numerous similar incidents. It's clear that this is a very serious case, and the police have only moments to decide which course of action to take.
We don't care. I don't care. My parents are here. I can't help. I just love this people. He used to live here, so he can tap into anything. But we have cameras up for other reasons.
Right, I got you. You know he's in there for a fact?
I know for a fact.
You can kick your door. You can
I
kick it
swear
in.
to God. Go ahead. Please. This girl, I don't know what's wrong with this girl.
Oh, there's a girl in there with him?
Yes, I told them this. I told them this.
Mhm.
There's a girl in there. She's very slim. My husband said he didn't really get a good look at her, but he's yelling at her.
After an initial investigation, the cops are convinced that the guy's hiding something, and after backup arrives, a number of cops gather outside the little garage. The challenge was now to find a way into the garage and to get the suspect without anyone getting hurt.
Joe's got a pry bar.
There's a split bar in there.
That'd work.
He gave us permission to dip.
Yeah, on BWC.
Yeah.
I say we're going through the roof, through the top.
After a plan is formed, things quickly come to a head, and as the police announce their presence and state that they have him surrounded, the suspect inside realizes that he has no chance to escape anymore, and he might as well just turn himself over. Even so, he was super reluctant to make an appearance and come outside.
We gave multiple announcements. We'll do announce again here. William, this is the Akron Police Department. This is your last chance. Come out now with your hands up, or we'll be sending the canine in to apprehend you. You will get bit by the dog. William, last chance. Akron Police, better come out. Come out now with your hands up. Coming?
No.
Come on out. William, come out now, Akron Police. Come out. Come out. Come out now. Nothing in your hands. Nothing in your hands. Now. Now. Hurry up. You're bit, buddy. Coming out or not? Can you see him? Get out here now. Come out now. Come out now. Bro, you're gonna get up in a second. You better come the right out now. Now.
Things are incredibly tense in this standoff, and every cop is itching to get this guy. Mozingo eventually steps out from the garage and is immediately arrested. We don't know exactly what he did yet, but judging by how nervous he is, and by his previous charges, we can guess that it's not good.
Hey, face that way.
Just keep coming. Watch your step. Right there. You get that?
There's a female in there. Come on out here.
Your hand like you're pregnant.
Man, come out. Can I get shoes?
Get some shoes.
Anybody else in here? Come out now. Selling this dog in after you.
With the man finally stepping out and being taken into custody, the police can now finally see what the real situation is. The 33-year-old man, William Mozingo, was more twisted than we could have imagined. And from the moment the police rescued his victim, it was clear that she'd been through absolute hell.
Okay, what do you need to get down? Let me get this ladder, okay?
Entering the garage, it's clear that the suspect was hiding someone in his attic, and by the sounds of it, it's a young woman who was clearly at the mercy of this ruthless man.
Big man can walk himself.
There's no one else up there?
Where do you live at here? Thompson? How far away is that?
Like 30 minutes, like close to Chardon.
Why don't you have a seat right there? Why don't you have a seat right there on this?
The shaky steps and even shakier voice of the woman is absolutely heartbreaking, but thankfully, these cops have come to her rescue. Her sunken eyes and ghostly state speak volumes of what she had to endure. According to reports, she was held inside the garage for a total of 4 days, and this body cam footage makes this one of the most unsettling abduction cases we've ever seen.
Any weapons up there here? Is there any weapons or anything up there? No.
There's no apartment number, just says on the 3rd floor, male and female throwing things out of the apartment.
Thanks to the neighbors sounding the alarm and the prompt action of the cops, the 23-year-old woman was rescued. She was examined for non-life-threatening wounds, but the path to recover from this trauma will definitely not be an easy one.
Just a piece of paper, it's support paper. But still, I mean, we all know what goes up in a folded piece of papers. All right. Step on up there.
Yes, sir. Hold on. Why don't you give me that for a minute? Chloe?
As the suspect is being cuffed and taken away, we can only be grateful that there's one less creep out there, as his time in jail is definitely booked. It's hard to imagine what drives a person to commit such horrible acts. The kidnapped woman lives about 30 minutes away, and the cops definitely ended up saving her life that day. The suspect pleaded not guilty in his trial, and the trial is currently underway, and he'll most likely be charged with kidnapping as well as a range of other felonies. Our next Karen sighting happened in Round Lake Beach when a middle-aged woman got herself on the wrong side of the law, except instead of taking what's coming, she instead puts up a hell of a fight in true Karen fashion. Right from the start, she goes on a rampage, claiming things like the cops are putting her in danger and that she has a choice whether she's arrested. If this were true, every criminal would be jumping for joy right now.
Put your camera on right now. As the Sharita right now. I don't feel safe with you.
You don't feel safe with us?
With you, sir.
Well,
it's you.
What do you mean, just me?
Cause I have very good eyes. I sense is my thing, and I feel how I feel.
So you don't want to be with police right now, but no offense, you don't have a choice. You're under arrest right now. Sure.
I understand. You have a choice. I got a choice.
No, you're under arrest.
I got a choice. Well, the best thing you're gonna do, mess me up.
No, we're not gonna do anything to you.
It's my time to go. It's my time to go. You ready to take me?
Yeah, once the doctor's released
You're gonna
you.
take me.
Okay.
Come on,
No,
come on.
No, we're not.
It's my time to go. It's my time to go.
As it turns out, this woman was not being booked for a light charge, as she had decided to recklessly stab a family member, causing great bodily harm in the process. Somehow, even after nearly killing someone, Karen still believes that she's the one in danger in this situation. We're pretty sure everyone back at her house would breathe a sigh of relief when she was taken away by the police.
You respect me as I must be respectful.
I'm being very respectful to you,
Okay,
Sharita.
now you're giving me directions.
Correct.
I understand it.
Okay.
I'm the one who got up from the get-go, sir.
Okay.
So therefore, enough time for me to drink this water before I get dehydrated and then have the seizure.
All right,
You
drink the
shouldn't
whole...
say to me.
Keep it down, please. Okay. Then drink the whole cup of water if that's going to make you happy, Sharita.
After a long struggle, Sharita agrees to go with the cops to be processed, but not before she takes a painfully long time to finish her drink of water. Then, when she was allowed to smoke, she got even more riled up. In her defense, maybe she's a little bit off her rocker. Either way, she's worsening her chances of being released again by the minute.
If but you know I've been doing, and now you already know what I'm going through. You wouldn't even respect to let me take a couple of pulls? That's so retarded, isn't it? And I got my guy up there, you don't know what I'm going through, and knows what calmed me down. I asked for that, to take a couple of pulls.
I can't even let you smoke here even if I wanted to, ma'am. No smoking, it says.
Yeah, this is a no smoking.
It's illegal to smoke in a health facility.
We don't allow smoking. Sorry about that, but that's just our policy.
Finally, after a ton of negotiation and headache-inducing Karen hysterics, the woman is transported to the police processing facility. However, just when the cops think that they're starting to make progress, this woman decides a tug of war about her purse would be a good idea.
Well, we can talk about that once we get this done first, okay? Yeah, we'll explain it all to you, ma'am. Don't worry.
Believe me, I've been through it. You guys have to go through
Hey, we have to log everything. Stop. Okay? We have to log everything. Let go of your purse. We have to log everything in as evidence. It's all gonna be done right here. Let it go.
Guess what?
No, not evidence, but your property. It's gonna go with you. We have to log everything in. Let it go now.
We have to list everything that's in your purse.
Yeah, let it go now. It's going right here. We're gonna go over everything with you.
Right here.
I'll wait till the chef get here. I'll wait till that chef get here.
Oh, fine. If that...
Yeah.
Making this much harder than it has to
Baby,
be.
I've been through these things and I've seen them too many times.
All right, Sharita.
I know what I'm doing.
Everything's on
that
camera.
That woman don't got nothing to do unless Jeremy here said something. I am free to go. This ain't nothing. Y'all making this up on your own terms. So therefore, you need something going. It's not me.
Sharita quickly wears off the patience of the police officers, and they then decide to place her under arrest. If there's one thing Karens dislike the most, it's not getting their way. Thankfully, this intense Karen encounter was being filmed by the police body cameras, so everyone who wasn't there could witness the spectacle. This makes her chance of pleading with a judge or jury pretty slim, too. No more playing the victim here.
Come on, let's go.
Well, are you gonna walk? Your foot's cut. Are you gonna walk on your own if we let you go?
Come on.
Are you gonna walk on your own?
Do you want to get tased?
Do you want to get tased?
Hey, if you want
I don't want to. I will let you go if you walk.
Come on.
All right, then go.
Taste me, baby. If you ready to give this out, come on, taste me.
This walk, it's right there.
With this predicament, taste me. Taste me.
He's gonna have to work hard. Come on, man. Let's go. Come on. Man. Here, get that off too. Alright. It's kind of stuck. There, I got it.
This Karen continued to struggle and fight with the cops. Obviously, she didn't get very far, and admittedly, she did give us all a good laugh. Whether this woman thought she would actually have a chance of escaping, or whether she just wanted to be incessantly difficult, is not completely clear. But either way, she booked herself a straight ticket to jail.
Oh,
get in or you're gonna get tased.
You're gonna get around and make my down is wrong. Down is wrong.
Right there on the side.
Why is y'all doing this? Ow!
Now listen.
You're gonna go in?
Come on. Okay, right there, legs are gonna be right here.
Y'all don't understand my condition.
It took being tased a number of times to finally calm this woman down, and when she was finally subdued, the cops took their chance to lock her in a cell and make their quick escape. Now that she was finally out of fighting range, the cops could finally take a breath. But it wasn't long before she turned to other tactics to get their attention.
you have scratch marks on you, I saw?
She was scratching me.
The entire station was being filled with the deafening screams of the Karen, as her last resort was screaming her head off inside of the cell. No one was coming to help her, and no one that could hear her wanted to, because this is the pickle she got herself into by acting like an entitled, obnoxious Karen. In the end, she wouldn't even offer the paramedic a shred of cooperation. So it's hard to feel sorry for this woman, who clearly does not take the police or the law seriously at all. The woman was charged with aggravated domestic battery, 2 counts of aggravated battery, resisting a peace officer, and aggravated assault. On January 14th of last year, what should have been a fun family trip turned into a complete nightmare for one woman in Decorah, Wisconsin. She was asleep in her car when her family went into a gas station for a few brief moments, and when they came outside, they came to the shocking realization that their car, with the woman inside, was missing.
Running on 3 wheels. We're coming around the big curbs, still approaching Bar Road. Looks like the suspect's losing a second tire now.
The woman awoke to the terrifying scene of a criminal fleeing with her car, and she immediately called 911 to report the situation. Thankfully, the response was super quick, and before the suspect could get very far, the police were on his tail, tracking him down.
Rear wheel. .33-30 spikes set at 6-0 and glued. 6-0 and glued. Passing Luth Road, appear to be negative spikes from county, negative spikes. 33-30, spikes hit, spikes hit. Successful spike, successful spike. Just for 43, the one tire is still intact, rear passenger side.
Despite the car heavily smoking and the suspect having no possible chance of escape, he refuses to give up and pushes the car as fast as it'll go. The man drives over spikes and loses most of his wheels, and at one point he even strikes the side of a bridge, but nothing seems to stop him. The poor woman inside must be in a state of shock by now, and even if this was a car theft turned accidental kidnapping, this man was in serious trouble and he knew it. Now this—
Where's the female at? Hands are up. Ma'am, come on out. Ma'am, come out. Ma'am, come out with your hands up. Show me your hands, ma'am. Come out. Come out slowly. Ma'am, come back. Ma'am, show me your hands. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Oh my God.
The few of their canine units nearby. The woman thankfully escapes, and now all that's left is the task of getting the suspect out of the car. The entire scenario is just bizarre, as no straight-thinking citizen would attempt to flee from the cops in a stolen car for so long.
Keep coming. Still coming.
Two hands.
I'll go 95.
2 hands.
I got coming. Back up a little bit.
2 hands.
I'll go 95.
2 hands. Guys, 2 hands.
I'll go.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Guys, 2 hands. I'm not resisting.
Put your hands behind your head. What? Put your hands behind your head.
As the tense standoff ends and the man is finally in cuffs, we can all sigh a breath of relief. With the teamwork of the cops and the police dogs, they managed to detain the suspect, and now we could hopefully start getting to the bottom of this weird kidnapping case.
My whole left side, it's the adrenaline's really.
You're having pain on your left side?
Yeah.
Ron, have EMS come. I asked EMS make sure they verified, bring somebody for her to get checked out too. She's really shaking up.
The suspect and the victim both seemed to need medical attention, and as the cops were de-escalating the situation, what happened became all the more clear. The suspect was clearly a bit deranged, and it eventually became clear that his own car was still standing at the gas station where this happened. Could he have mistaken the car for his own? It's clear that something fishy was going on, and despite being physically okay, the woman was seriously shaken up.
He was driving like crazy, and I couldn't talk with him. He didn't want to stop. I don't know if he's crazy or what's happened with him.
Okay. You're okay.
I am.
Are you sure?
Definitely.
Okay.
I'm just scared.
I'll be back to talk to you in a few minutes, okay?
Okay.
The investigation was closing down, and thankfully, the woman was able to return to her family. Unfortunately, her car was the last thing the woman expected that night, and after searching the man's car, it was clear what the root of the entire issue was.
I want you to follow the tip of my finger with your eyes and your eyes only. keep your head still, okay? Follow the tip of my finger with your eyes, okay? Yeah. You follow the tip of my finger? Yeah. You're gonna take a series of small steps to turn around, and you're gonna take 9 heel-to-toe steps back.
During his mandated sobriety test, the suspect failed the test miserably, and this, paired with the drugs and drug paraphernalia found in his car, was enough for the cops to tie him down. It's probable that in his high days, the man got into the wrong car, and due to his careless actions, the situation escalated into a full-on police chase and interrogation. The man was charged with felony counts of operating a vehicle without consent, false imprisonment, possession of methamphetamine, and eluding an officer.
When that happened?
Just now.
Just now? That didn't happen just now.
Just now, yeah. Don't play the victim. Don't play the victim.
Not that.
You ain't no victim. You a weird ass.
Man, please.
What is your relationship?
Do you want to press charges?
Yeah, I do.
Press charges on who?
I want to press charges on you.
Okay.
Stop.
You! Weird ass. You want to be a cop? You ain't gonna do shit.
Okay, what happened? We're okay. What's going on?
You trying to be a cop?
Hey,
Look, she's trying to be. Do not push me like that.
Stop.
Do not push me like that, though.
I do. When I'm telling you to stop, you need to stop.
But do not push me like that.
Okay, listen, don't walk up on me.
Do not push me like
Okay,
that.
I'm trying to police officer. Look, watch your mind.
Oh yeah, you tripping. You're tripping.
I got handcuffs.
No.
Relationships are tough, be it a friendship, family relationship, or a romantic relationship. This used to be a love story, but now it becomes an explicit cautionary tale of how not to behave when you're approached by the police. Instead of just using her rights and pressing charges, our last Karen managed to turn everything against her. Well done, Karen from Ohio.
Why am I going to jail for?
That's on a police officer.
No, you're weird as. That's why I'm going to jail. No. That's why.
Okay.
Yep. Why the going to jail for? Why? Why? No, you're gonna ask me. No, you're gonna tell me. Why the going to jail for? Why? Why? Why am I going to jail for? Why am I going to jail for?
While all the other Karens and Darrens had their memories refreshed by the handcuffs, this girl seems to have forgotten everything she's done. Imagine 3 adults having to control a toddler who's in a complete state of rebellion. Now imagine all that madness, but with a full-grown woman. Plus, the officers have to carry her down the stairs as she screams hysterically.
She put her hands on me and I'm going to jail? Who the fuck has a broken? Who the bruised fucking lip? Why do I have the bruised lip? Like the broken lip, and I have the bruised forehead, and you guys don't want to do nothing about that. I hate the elbows. Y'all are some weird Y'all weird. Did they give me some shoes?
This Karen had already had a tough night at home, but her evening ended worse than she expected. That's what the cops probably thought as well, because the closer they got to the police department, the crazier she got, and she made that very clear to them in her final and most memorable act.
I don't give a roughhouse me, because I like it rough. Come on, ass bitch. Come on, I like it rough. I like it rough, ass bitch. I like my hair pulled, all that ass bitch.
She's right here. Last things she said to me was, "Bring it on. I like it rough."
Hey, what's your name? None of your business, bro. Cause you really none of your business.
Okay, you're refusing to tell me? By refusing to tell me, you can catch an extra charge.
But you let her bust my lip.
What is your name?
You let her bust my lip, and you let her look at my face, and you're gonna really let her go away with that shit. She should be up in here with me.
So by refusing to tell me, you're catching an extra charge.
That shit.
All right, fail to
You.
Hey, down, we're gonna pull you out. So you can walk or not.
It's from you. How y'all the abuser? Live in my house to this day.
We weren't there.
No. Those weird ass were there. Nope.
Let's go.
You got the right one.
At the end of the day, things went down as they should have. The Karen from Ohio was charged with resisting arrest, obstructing official business, and refusing to disclose personal information. It started out as a normal day in New Mexico for these officers, but little did they know that they were about to apprehend two vicious criminals for a crime that happened 24 hours earlier, all the way in Las Vegas. There were witness reports of a woman being dragged out of her apartment in Las Vegas, more than 665 miles away, and their next traffic stop shows the blood-stopping body cam footage of what went down.
Passenger. There is a passenger. There is a passenger. Open the door. Get outside. Turn the other way. Turn around. Turn around. Walk backwards to the side of my woman. Forward. Forward. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming.
As the suspect opens his car door and approaches the cop car, we can't help but feel a twinge of nerves, as it's clear from the very start that this is no ordinary traffic stop. The cops are on high alert and taking extreme caution with the suspect, all while we still have no idea what the passenger inside the car is doing.
Hands up! Hands up, passenger! Get on the ground, passenger! All the way! Yeah, I got passenger. I got passenger. Okay. Make sure, yeah, go ahead and clear the rest of the car.
The moment the second suspect is on the ground, the cops rush toward the car when the next chilling question is answered. There was a third person in the car, someone who was clearly hidden. And even though the cops have seen it all, we're pretty sure they weren't prepared for what happened next. As it turns out, this is the very car that the Las Vegas woman was being held in, and the cops had caught her just in time.
Hands up! Hands up!
Hands. Stop! Get on your knees. Keep your hands up.
The main suspect is a man in military pants, and weirdly enough, not wearing any shoes. And right from the get-go, as he approaches the cops, it's clear that they aren't playing around. He's immediately handcuffed. But this is where things start to get really serious.
Got a camera. You need a...
Oh my God, thank you.
Okay. Got it? Rolling? Okay, it's rolling. Okay, we're gonna get you out of here, okay? We're gonna get you out of here.
Do you need me to say anything about what happened or anything?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Just hold on for now, okay?
Just hold on,
We're gonna
okay?
get some pictures and we're gonna get you out, okay?
As the cops try to help the woman, it becomes clear that she had been kidnapped, and the scene was much more jarring than we expected. As her thankful sobs fill the night, the cops are left quite taken aback by this shocking discovery. The cops went on a mission to find the keys of her locks from the suspect, and when they did, they started unchaining the poor woman. As the cops unchain her, she starts to retell what happened. As it turns out, the male suspect was her ex-boyfriend, and he clearly flipped out when they broke up. The ex and his new transgender lover broke into the woman's home, beat her, and dragged her into the car. According to the woman, she fought for her life, but in the end, she was overpowered and was choked out 6 times. The incident was reported by people in the area hearing a commotion, but by that time, the woman was chained in the back of the car and the suspects had taken off.
Step up, okay? Watch your hand. Let you guys. She was kidnapped from Las Vegas, Nevada. She was shackled inside of the vehicle. So.
As the woman's handed over to the care of the paramedics, the cops' attention turns towards the woman, and things get even crazier from there on out. The suspects apparently had some mad plan to take the woman into a cave somewhere in the wilderness and try to brainwash her into marrying one of them. It's clear that these people should be in the loony bin, and in the car ride to the police station, things take an even creepier turn.
If he could sign and print on both of those, that way. I appreciate that, man.
In the back of the car, the male suspect appears to be completely unbothered. As the cops are talking outside, the car cam catches him rolling his eyes and yawning, as if totally bored and unconcerned about the serious crime he just committed. Then he takes an approach we never would have seen coming. The man started out by asking the officer what his favorite hymn was, and after a brief conversation, he started singing his song of choice, Amazing Grace, which is quite ironic since this song is meant to symbolize forgiveness and grace. Was he trying to disarm the police by appearing super religious? Or did he really think that forgiveness would be so easy to achieve and wants to show that he's not intimidated? Either way, something about this guy really freaks us out. Next, we pan to the second suspect, who seems okay to talk to the police officer. For the most part, she's a lot quieter and a lot less inclined to sing Bible hymns.
Are we going to the police station?
We are.
I've never been there.
You ever been to a police station or this police station?
Well, I mean, I've never been in a police station, period. I don't think.
Okay.
I mean, this isn't really how I wanted to go, but...
Upon arriving at the police station, the second suspect asks for shoes, which is strange, making us think of the eerie moment when the male suspect mentioned that he should wear shoes next time.
Hey, excuse me. Could you get me some shoes?
Hey, he's shackled. I gotta shackle him still.
Hey,
He's shackled. I gotta shackle him still. I gotta try to find him.
Can you get me some shoes before you come get me?
What's that?
Could you get me some, like, footwear?
I don't think we have footwear here.
Oh, okay.
Question: why did neither of these suspects have shoes on? Regardless, they would now be facing the consequences of beating and kidnapping an innocent woman who's probably traumatized for life now. Thankfully, these two deranged suspects have been caught, and we can only hope that this run-in with the law would scare them straight. Both suspects face charges of kidnapping, false imprisonment, and conspiracy. On April 7th, 2021, a La Crosse police officer was responding to a call about a reckless driver at around 1 o'clock in the morning. The caller had noticed a man who had been driving extremely erratically down the road, swerving through lanes, darting through a red light at an intersection, and generally driving in a very unsafe manner. At one point, this clearly intoxicated man had nearly hit a curb, after which he had seemed to have slumped over on the steering wheel as he was crossing an intersection. Upon slowly approaching the vehicle, the officer observed the man quickly putting something into the center console, and when he asked the man what he was doing, he replied that he was just putting his cash away and continued to rummage through his car.
What are you doing, man?
Hey, man. My name's Ian. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Not too shabby, man.
Okay.
Let me put this in park.
Thank you.
How are you?
Good. What'd you just put in your center console there?
I believe it was just my cash.
Okay. Can you open that up for me and show me?
Just a moment. Why am I being pulled over?
You're being pulled over because somebody located you passed out behind the wheel.
Oh.
And then I also saw you swerving around. And
Swerving?
Yep, your eyes appear to be very pinpoint. Can you quit digging around in your vehicle, please?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just,
Okay.
Aside from the call they received, the officer, having seen the man's behavior, concludes that he's under the influence of some sort of intoxicant. Not only is the man's speech slurred, but he's clearly extremely nervous, is sweating profusely, and also has unusually small and dilated pupils, which even to the untrained observer is a clear sign of intoxication. After asking the driver a few questions and examining his ID, the officer walks back to his partner to inform him of the situation. This poor guy is very clearly extremely nervous, and I do feel somewhat sorry for the kid since he's being genuinely polite and cooperative.
Hey man, my name's Ian. How are you?
Good, how are you doing?
The officer noticed a piece of tinfoil on the seat next to the man, and a few moments later, he's informed by dispatch that the man has one prior offense already on his record. They then decide to conduct a field sobriety test and ask the suspect to step out of the vehicle.
Hey, Ian.
Hey man.
Would you mind stepping out of the vehicle and performing field sobriety tests for me?
Sure.
Okay.
What's the safest way for me to do it?
Just
can I hop out?
Well, you can open the door and we can meet on the sidewalk back there.
Okay.
Can we meet just right over here, okay? Right here is fine.
As he's walking past his car to the sidewalk, he already looks somewhat unsteady on his feet. We can only guess where this is heading, but rest assured, it takes a wild turn that you wouldn't expect.
So what I'm going to be doing here is checking your eyes, okay? What I want you to do is follow the tip of my finger with your eyes and your eyes only, and keep your head perfectly still, okay? Do you understand?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you have any questions?
No, just follow your finger with my eyes.
Yep. Keep your head still, okay? 3, 4. You want to open your eyes as wide as you can?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we got a couple more tests for you, okay?
Okay.
All right, the second test is called the walk and turn test. I'm going to explain the test to you, and then I'll have you complete it, okay, after I demonstrate it.
Quite soon after starting the sobriety test, it's clear that it was not going well. He failed the first test, and his eyes were wide with an almost hypnotizing gaze as his entire head swiveled to follow the officer's finger without him even noticing. This is quite creepy to watch, but it's another firm indicator that the suspect definitely was heavily under the influence of some substance.
So your left foot on the line, and then your right foot in front of your left foot.
Got it. Okay.
So put your right foot in front of your left foot.
Yep.
Right there. Now.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Do you have any? Keep your hands.
I'm sorry right now. Let me restart that. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know this isn't looking good. I'm sorry, sir. 1, 2, 3.
Next up, we have the classic walk in a straight line test, and it didn't go any better for the suspect. He was hardly able to put one foot in front of the other without nearly falling to the ground. And after asking to restart the test once or twice, but still failing miserably, the officers had enough evidence to conclude that this man was definitely driving under the influence, which was grounds to have him arrested.
So, based on the tests that we completed today, and the driving behavior that we saw and that other individuals saw, I will be placing you under arrest for operating while under the influence, okay?
Okay.
So if you could turn around for me, please.
Yeah.
Okay. Are those okay on your hands there?
Yeah.
So we'll have you have a seat in the back of my vehicle here, okay?
Yeah.
Can you guess what happened next? It was very obvious that Ian shouldn't have been anywhere close to the steering wheel of a car, and at this stage, the cops were certain that he was inebriated. After being handcuffed and led to the police car, the suspect simply asked the cops if they'll take care of his car. However, this was definitely not the end of this eventful car stop.
Actually, we're going to just search your pockets, okay? So we'll step in front of my squad.
Where at?
Just right up front here.
Okay.
Do you have anything in your pockets that I should know about?
Yes, sir.
What do you have?
I'm not actually sure at this point. Nothing sharp.
Okay. What do you have in your pockets?
I believe there is a bag of dope in my right heroin.
It's heroin.
Right pocket.
Okay. Thanks for telling me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. No needles in your pocket, though?
No, sir.
Okay. Yeah. You didn't shove anything down your pants, did you?
There actually might be something towards my rear.
Okay.
Throughout this entire investigation, the suspect was so courteous and compliant that it was almost comical. He had the demeanor of just casually talking to a friend, or maybe he had just completely given up hope on getting out of this situation. The officer was able to feel a small baggie in the suspect's underwear and was able to lift it up and out of his clothing.
I believe there is a bag of dope in my leg. Heroin.
It's heroin.
What he was hiding in his underwear was a bag of heroin weighing 3/10 of an ounce. While searching his vehicle, the officers also stumbled upon various tinfoil pieces with a black burnt residue on them, as well as 4.2 grams of marijuana tucked away in the center console and a black smoking bowl.
So Joe got Jeff, right?
Yeah, you did. And then you can just walk up in front of me. And take a right.
Did you bring me some tissues?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yep. No, you're fine. Just be 1 second.
There you go. Hey, thank you.
Yep. I'll be right back, okay?
Ian was then escorted to the police station for further questioning, and it's clear that he still hasn't regained his bearings. Heading up the steps into the police station, he stumbled and nearly fell, and it was clear that he was still somewhat overwhelmed and in an inebriated state. Thankfully, he did not injure anyone while driving under the influence of these hectic drugs, and he didn't give the cops a hard time, which must count for something, I guess.
It's heroin. Okay. Thanks for telling me.
Ian found himself facing charges of operating under the influence, his second offense, possession of drug paraphernalia, as well as possession of heroin. On top of that, he was cited for marijuana possession and received several warnings for his reckless driving and driving without proof of insurance. Domestic violence is probably one of the most common crimes reported in America. In 2022 alone, 20 women and men were somehow abused by a partner every minute. And as serious as this crime is, some people just lose control and respect and lash out at their partners. Like this lady here, Shawn Malarkey. It seemed like a pretty regular Thursday in Hinsdale until police officers approached this house to serve an arrest warrant for a domestic violence allegation. This 45-year-old lady apparently hit her ex with a car, but this Karen isn't over yet, and she's out for more.
Get your hands off of me.
Stop! I told you you're under arrest. Get out of the car.
Why?
Because you have a warrant, and you're wanted for domestic battery. Yes, you are.
Excuse me. I just sent a message, and I am... Excuse me. Excuse me.
Get out of the car right now.
No.
I told you I can handle this peacefully, but you have to get out of the car.
No, you never said that. I sent you a message. My attorney...
Affirmative. I have one cuff on.
You... Excuse me. Did somebody say that you could come into our house? You don't stop tugging.
My oh my, she was ready for a fight, but let's be real. With kids in the back seat? Poor little things. Cases like this one are impressive for so many reasons, and we can look at them from so many angles, right? It's interesting how she clenches her fists and refuses to leave the car, her safe zone, so to speak, and the unimaginable amount of patience the officer has to gather to keep doing his job, because this Karen simply won't let go of the wheel. Jeez.
You hit us, you do anything stupid towards us, and we're any charges on. If you hit us or anything, let's go.
You've already hit me.
I didn't hit you. I asked you out of the car. I told you you're under arrest. Now you got a whole show for your neighbors here.
You are... My children don't have anybody at home right now. You're going to put my kids alone in danger? I need to call my attorney. I'm not getting in that car until I call my attorney. I'm calling my attorney.
It's not going to happen.
No, I'm calling my attorney. Right f***ing now. I'm calling my attorney. No, I'm calling my attorney.
Sit in the car.
My children are home alone.
I'm giving you an order.
Sit in the car.
We will
My
get your
children
father here.
are home alone. My children are home alone.
We will take care of your children.
No, you're not taking care of...
Watch your mouth, Mama. The kids are here. Yours, by the way. It's almost summertime. It's the perfect time to plan exciting vacation trips to the beach or to the mountains, learn how to surf, or go hiking. But instead, this lady's putting on a show for her neighbors to watch. How lame is she?
Sit down! I told you to sit down!
You piece of...
You know what? You are the piece of dirt that I wouldn't piss on if you were on fire.
I smell an odor of alcohol on your breath.
No, that's my piss.
That's your piss?
I'm pissing on you.
Okay.
Guess what?
What?
You're the worst part of the society. You think?
I don't think so.
Man, that was intense. When she realizes she can't get her way out of this situation by playing the My Kids Are Home Alone card, she changes her strategy. She bets it all in swearing at the officers, making sure that the bully 7th grader in her heart is proud of her ability to offend people. You go, Karen.
Get your... Do not touch me. Okay. Did I ever say... Do not touch me. Get his f***ing hands off me. Get your f***ing hands off me.
Cool out. Hey, if you keep resisting,
get your
charge you with that. If
you know what? I'm gonna charge you with putting your f***ing dirty ass hands on me.
Stop moving. Let him take off your watch.
You. You don't get to touch me. You are a disgusting piece of. The next time you f***ing touch me.
Hey, get in the car. Sit in the car.
No. He doesn't get to touch me.
Okay, sit in the car.
Follow, use the words of what these are hands.
Hey, get in the car. If you don't, you're going to get charged with obstructing.
If he f***ing touches me again.
Get in the car, Sean.
Get your f***ing hands off me.
Sean, he's not even touching you. Get in the car.
Oh, but he
I'm not
did.
touching you.
No, he's touched me.
Get in the car.
He's touched me way more times than appropriate.
Sean, get in the car.
Do you know what he's done?
Stop kicking us.
I'm going to kick you right in the f***ing...
The way she slurs and tries to bite, it's like a mix of Shakespearean drama and a low-budget vampire movie. She's got moves all right, slurring, biting, and resisting arrest. Quite the triple threat. But here's a note to self, dear Karen. Biting is not a negotiation tactic. Let's work on your anger management, shall we? Because these threats aimed at the officer won't help your case, girl.
Okay, Sean, let's go.
Why? Could you ask yourself a question?
Sean, put your legs down like this.
Why? Because that guy beat me up and drugged me out of my car in front of my f***ing kids. Because that guy is a
Let's go.
That's why.
We're going.
You don't have any sort of consciousness or awareness as to why.
Stand up, Sean. You can.
No, I can't.
You were standing outside of the car earlier, weren't you? Now stand up.
How can I stand up?
Then you need a security order there.
You're gonna be a simple.
Well, you're not being nice to me.
You're not being nice to me. You never have.
All right, then we're gonna have to.
Do you know how many f***ing times I've served you guys food? I sat out there and served you guys hot dogs.
I wish you would just be nice to us instead of
I
serving
wish
us
you would be
food.
f***ing nice to me. Are you f***ing kidding me? You're making my wrists bleed?
Nope, it's following simple orders, Sean. Yeah, politely, like an adult.
I did nothing.
The ride's over for the lovely Shawn Malarkey, who was charged with her 3rd DUI with a child passenger, aggravated assault, and resisting arrest. This Karen was so intense that it made us forget why the police went to her home in the first place. Do you remember the arrest warrant for domestic violence? Yeah, this warrant just got some new little friends to complete her police record.
Hello.
Hi.
Officer Bravery with Tampa Police Department. The reason why I'm stopping you is you were driving very erratically, okay? Since I've been behind you, you've been weaving back and forth, been changing lanes with no turn signals. You made a very, very wide turn when you turned there off of Platt onto Willow, okay?
Okay.
I mean, you were all over the place.
No, I'm sorry. Like, she's working early in the morning and I was just trying to get home.
Okay, can I see your driver's license, insurance, registration, please?
This traffic stop took place on March 5th, 2021, just outside of Dakota. The woman behind the wheel is Paige, and she seems to be intoxicated. Not only is she driving all over the place, but the officer said she was going in circles.
We recently just moved here. We don't really know the area that well. But
Okay.
we live in Brandon, so we're trying to get back to Brandon.
I'm smelling an odor of an alcoholic beverage. Okay, you've been drinking tonight?
No, sir.
Nothing?
No, I had one glass of wine. I love child, but that's it.
Okay, well, I can smell the odor. That's why I asked that question. Okay, also, your eyes are glassy, and your driving causes me concern. Okay? Can you shut the vehicle off for me, please?
Of course.
Thank you. If you won't mind stepping out of the car for me. Okay, thank you. Do me a favor, just step over there. I'm going to turn my front flashing lights off, okay?
Yes,
Because
sir. Yes, sir.
The cop is setting up his field sobriety test, and I wonder how Paige is going to take it. By the bewildered look she just had on her face, I'm guessing it's not going to go well for her. Let's see.
So I'd like to check your eyes if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Okay. You wear contacts?
I do wear contacts, yes.
Do you have contacts in
I
right
do,
now?
yes.
Right. If you mind, if you put both feet together for
Yes,
me, both
sir.
arms down by your sides. And then I'm going to be looking, no, don't look at the light.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
just so that I can see your eyes, okay?
Okay.
I'm not going to shine the light directly at you, it's actually pointing towards
It's
your
okay.
stomach, okay? So if you're able to see my finger, what I'd like you to do is just follow my finger with your eyes, but keep your head still. Can you do that
Yes,
for
sir.
me?
Yes,
Don't move
sir.
your head at all. Okay. No, you're moving
Oh,
your head.
I'm
Just
sorry.
Keep your head still. Okay?
It's nice to see a suspect cooperating for a change, but the testing is not going well for Paige at all. I have a sneaky suspicion that she might try using her smiles and charm to maybe get out of this situation. But let's wait and see. Right now, it's time for the next test. The officer explains what needs to be done, and even though taking 9 steps, turning around, and going back seems simple, there are so many details that it's easy to get confused, especially when you're drunk. Then comes balancing on one leg and counting to 10. Seeing that she fails each test miserably, the inevitable follows.
Okay, stop. Relax. Okay. So I'd like to ask you some questions. Before I do, though, I'm going to advise you of your rights. So I want you to listen carefully, all right? You have the right to remain silent. If you give up that right, anything you say can or will be used as evidence against you in court. You have the right to have an attorney present before and during any questioning if you wish. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you free of charge before any questioning. If you decide to answer questions now without an attorney present, you may stop answering at any time. You may also stop answering at any time till you speak with an attorney. Do you understand those rights?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you want to answer a few questions?
Yeah, I'll answer anything. It's fine.
Okay. All right. So why did you tell me, first of all, that you'd had nothing to drink? Then you told me that you'd had one to drink, and that's clearly not the case. Judging by the nystagmus in your eyes and your performance of the field sobriety exercises, your difficulty balancing, okay? How many have you had?
I've had one 9-ounce glass and one 6-ounce, and that's it.
I believe you've had more than that, okay?
This is a really good cop. So far, he's behaved properly and managed to get the suspect to cooperate. Once he was certain she was intoxicated, he asked her to be honest and take responsibility for her actions. If she admits she's drunk, his job is done. We all know it's best for her to keep quiet, but will she?
Just be honest with me.
No, sir, that's it. I'm 23 years old, and
Well, age is irrelevant. You're old enough to drink.
No. I know, but personally, it doesn't take a lot for me to like feel something.
Well,
But
what do you mean
with
feel
my
something?
friend, no, like I'm not trying to put myself out there, but yes, if you think I'm impaired, yes, I get it. I had a glass and a half to drink, but
Okay, I think
my friend and I both have work tomorrow, so
I think you've had more than that. The whole time I was behind you, like I said, you were all over the road, okay? Why didn't you call a taxi or an Uber? Or a friend?
I'll be honest with you, my friend was with me. She's with me in the car. She wanted me to drive because she didn't want to call an Uber because of money. So I decided to drive. We actually thought about it, calling an Uber, but none of us have the money, so
Well, that would have probably been the smart thing to do. And if you got the Uber app, you don't actually need the money. It charges to a credit card, right?
it does, but it still comes out of my account, which, yes, but I apologize, like,
I mean, you had money to go out drinking tonight, right?
yes, sir.
Okay.
Well, I don't plan on driving while intoxicated, but if I ever make such a stupid mistake and get pulled over, I hope it's by a polite cop like this. He's done his job perfectly, and a lot of that is because he had such a cooperative suspect, which is really rare to see these days.
Placing you under arrest for DUI. I need you to put your hands behind your back for me. Do you have any valuables in the vehicle?
No, sir.
Nothing in there that we need to get out? I assume you'd like your cell phone, right? Do you have a cell phone?
I do have a cell phone, sir.
Okay, so we'll get the cell phone out. That's not too tight, is it? You've got very small wrists, so I have to kind of lock this almost all the way down. Just relax. I'm going to double lock these, that way they won't tighten up on you. There
Uber home. Silly cat.
Time for calling an Uber has already passed. You should have done that before you got into the car and started driving, okay? Wait a second.
Please, I live about 10 minutes away. My parents go home. I have to go home.
Paige kept pleading with the officer to let her go, but her charms didn't work. She was taken to jail, and the breathalyzer test showed .172 and .185. That's over double the legal limit. It turns out Paige isn't so innocent after all. She pleaded no contest to a charge of reckless driving and got 12 months of probation. Her social media had lots of pictures of her going out during the probation period, but either she didn't drink and drive or she just managed to not get caught. Thanks for joining me on yet another exploration of the world of crime and law enforcement. Tune in next time and be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a thing.